Showtime.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to JTraedz TV, where we discuss all stock-related contents and much more. Guys, I do apologize for being out, man. I was going through back pain, and every time I would try to sit up in my chair, it's like it would get worse and worse and worse. So I couldn't I couldn't sit upright for long. So I had to take some pain medicine, and so that's why I've been out for a few days. Pretty much out this week. Seemed like after I went go work on these houses and everything else, I think putting too much pressure up, too much just a lot of stress on my body, man. It just caught up with me, and it took me out, man. So I do apologize, guys. I'm slowly recovering back to normal, but I'm still going through a little bit of back pain, guys. I still want to return to show you guys on how committed I am, and to show that I'm grateful and thankful to have you guys in my corner. So, but I do apologize for being out, man. I was just going through so much pain. I just couldn't bear with it. But let's go ahead, guys, and let's go ahead and get ourselves set up. Remember, this is the last trading week, or the last trade day of the month of February as we cross over into March. So we're going to see how we're going to finish out this week, going into next week, which is starting the beginning of March. Let's go ahead and go over our news real quick. Then we'll go over our economics and SPY recaps and so forth. As far as the news, guys, Dow futures tumble 500 points. What's up? What's up, Nadia? Good morning, Queen. Good morning. Thank you so much for joining me. And I do apologize for being out. Like I said, I was going through a lot of back issues, and I couldn't sit up right in my chair for long, so I was in pain. And I'm still having a little bit of pain, but I'm all right for right now. All right, guys. Dow futures tumble 500 points after hot wholesale inflation reading. Tech stocks decline. Stock futures slip on Friday after down day for the S&P 500 as traders reacted to the latest inflation reading. Futures tied to the Dow Jones Industrial Average dropped 581 points, or 1.2%. S&P 500 fell 0.9%, while NASDAQ 100 futures lost 1%. January's producer price, which is PPI, which is a measure of wholesale inflation, came in hotter than expected at 0.5% increase for the month. All right, let's go into our SPY recaps real quick, guys. Let's go into the SPY recaps on what we had from yesterday. Yesterday, guys, as far as our SPY recaps, we had an open of 693.28, a high of 693.30, a low of 684.35, with a close of 689.30 and volume of 70.8 million. As far as our economic goes, like I said today, the main thing I'm going to still be keeping on watch, guys. The main thing to see is going to be the Chicago PMI. That's going to be at 945. We did have the international trading goods, and that was at 830, including the PPI final demands. Once that data came out, we did get a little bit of more selling off right underneath that 684s down to the 682s. Now, and from what I'm looking at right now, I think that we may see a little bit more downside coming, but we're going to keep everything on watch. Now that we fell underneath that 684, to see if those sellers going to use that to their advantage and pull right back down toward the 682s. And I'm going to go over the areas that I think we could possibly, like the lower areas that I think we could possibly pull down to if this selling continues. Like I said, guys, do be mindful that we do have that Chicago PMIs. That's going to cause another impact in the market. That's going to be at 945. We do have construction spending at 9:55 and roughly 10 o'clock. Let's just say 10 o'clock, because I don't know why they got two different time frames, but that's 10 o'clock. But the main one that I'm gonna definitely keep my eyes peeled on is Chicago PMI at 9:45. So keep that on watch. Other than that, that should be it. Yeah, that should be it, guys. So let's go ahead and hop into our charts to see what the market has to offer. Based on what I got from yesterday's highs going into today's setup, guys, we do have a continuation downtrend going on right now at this moment. So that's the main thing I see at this time, that we do have this continuation downtrend. We do have somewhat of this inverted cup and handle pattern. Now, the areas that I think if we do get this continuation sell off, that crack underneath that 682s, this is basically what I have on my 1 hour time frame. Nadia and everybody else watching. I was looking at the areas where buyers did come in aggressive, based off the past. I mean, we did have a strong aggressive bounce right around the 676 down towards the 670. So these like the low the key areas where you did have majority of your bounces, stronger bounces, where we had a strong demand zone where buyers took advantage of those areas. So in other words, like I said, if we do crack the 682s down into the 680s, which is back down right here in this little key area, I mean, we do have these lower areas back down this way. So, and the way this is setting up, I mean, it looked like it's setting up to still possibly pull back down, especially if we get underneath that 682 and 680, where we could pull down as low as 678 to 676 back down to these low key areas. So watch this again. If we do crack 682s, watch that 680 level next. And if those buys cannot hold, the next level on down is going to be back down towards that 676 area, where we had that kind of like a little double bottom right here, where they came in and utilized that same price point twice. So definitely just keep your eyes peeled, because we are underneath the 200-day moving average on my 1 hour, and it just does look like we're setting up for more of a little downtrend, going from buyers to sellers. I mean, you can see a nice green and red move back down. So, and it all started right here, the push of 680s all the way up towards that 695, and then came on down. Remember, we were talking about the territories, as we talked about buyers going into the territories, and I told sellers to be patient, allow the buyers to push into the territories, and then go for the shorts back on down. So shout out to my shorts who did catch that, as those buyers went right back into the sellers territory. Sellers protected their levels and got that push right back down to the downside. So I told you guys, be patient, allow the buyers to come to you instead of guessing, the entry levels for your short positions. So as I told you, wait for the buyers to come to you, then go in for your short position, and then you have more of an advantage where you can take these areas out and pull them right back on down. So 695 held, we started to pull that bad boy right back on down into the 680s. So again, all about patience. Understand the rotation, guys. Understand the rotation. Understand your areas of support. Understand your levels of resistance. And pretty much the strong demand zone, strong supply zone. We ran back into the sellers territory. Sellers, I told you, it's always psychological levels. Came back into a psychological level where sellers was going to be coming in to attack. And they sure enough did, and came right back on down and pulled them. Good morning, Mike. What's up, boss? Yeah, so I mean, it just looked like I just looked like it could still fade. I mean, the way it's looking, I mean, it's still looking very bearish still. Like, we could see a little bit more selling coming in soon. I mean, we do got that Chicago PMI coming out at 9:45. But like I said, I do see more of a reversal towards the downside than the upside. I mean, because you do have this little cup-like pattern right here where we went from buyers to sellers. Now back into these key areas. And as I stated, if we do crack underneath where we're at right now, 683. So if sellers do come in aggressive and pull right back down to 682s, we may get a possible crack underneath the 682s back down toward the 680s. And you can see right here where we had the strong bounce at right at 680. So again, if we do crack 682s, we could pull back down to these low key areas. And as I mentioned, the areas where buyers came in the most aggressive was around the 676. You can see right here we had this bounce after this dump. We had that nice bounce on up, and we did it twice at the same key area, same exact area. And then we had this true bottom, which is around the 670s, 671s, where we had that bounce back to the upside. So it seemed like all we're doing right now is just slightly rotating back down. Yeah, so that's what it seemed like, boss. We're just slowly rotating our way back down. As buyers ran towards that supply zone and we couldn't break, sellers came in and started to push their way back down to the downside. So, and you can see right here, guys, I mean, look at this. We still on this downtrend setup. It's still looking weak. Now you already know that, remember last week and week before last, our areas that we kept getting hit was where? 686 and 684. Keep in mind, now you're back underneath 686 and now you're back underneath 684. So you're no longer on top of 684 where you can utilize that for support. Now sellers are going to possibly utilize that for resistance. Try to utilize that as a wall to block those buyers, trap those buyers to possibly pull back down towards that 682s. And again, if we do crack 682s, We could see a possible pullback down towards the 680s and even lower, where we can get that continuation sell-off towards the downside. So that's what it's looking like. But we'll see on what type of impact that Chicago PMI is going to have at 9:45 as well. But right now, as of now, it's still looking pretty weak. But we'll see. We'll keep it on watch. We'll keep it on watch. Because right now, buyers are trying to hold up that 682s, and sellers are trying to hold down 684. So you're kind of like in a little $2 range right now. Sellers are sitting at 682s, buyers are sitting at sellers are sitting at 684s, buyers are sitting at 682s. But you do still have this little cup-like pattern where it just still look weak. But we'll see, guys. We'll see. Now, if buyers gonna step in, and you know, I know there's a lot of long traders waiting for that reversal. What we need to do is get back above 684, 686, back up to 688 plus, where we can get that nice downtrend breakout and start to push our way back up towards the 690s. But right now, you got to keep in mind, you're underneath 688, you're underneath 686, now you're underneath 684s. And if you notice, at this moment, you're losing value, not gaining value. So now 684 is back to resistance until we get back above that key level. So keep in mind, what was once support is now going to be possible resistance at this time, as long as you're underneath it. So keep that in mind. So we could be pulling back down to these low key areas where we had these bounces before, from the 682s down to the 680s. You can see where the buys came in, 680s back up to 682s, 680s back up to 682s. So go right across the board. You can see from 682 to 680s, you have somewhat of a little buy zone where buyers may try to come in and try to stay on top of 680s. But if we have more selling pressure than buying pressure, they're going to crack that 680s and fall even back down low into the 670s. Netflix resistance. Let's take a look at that, Queen. I'm gonna take a look at it. I got you. So that's what you're looking at as far as trading today. Sterling, what's up, boss? Good morning. Hey, Sterling, what's your thoughts for today? From what I'm seeing and what we talked about, I mean, we do have, from what I posted on Discord this morning, that we still have this downtrend set up from yesterday's highs going into today. So it looked like it's building lower highs instead of higher lows. And I do see somewhat of like an inverted cup and pattern where the market still looks a little weak, and we are underneath certain key levels that we needed to stay on top of for SPY to go back to the upside. We fell back underneath 688s. We fell underneath the 686. If you notice, we keep declining every $2. So 688s, 686, now cracked 684s, and now we're in the range of 684, 682s. So, and as I stated right here, you crack that 682s down to the 680s. And you can see where the buyers try to come in and protect or try to reverse the moves back up. They did it at one point. They did go down to the 680s, recovered 682s. You got that push back up to the 684s. Came down to the 680s, 682s, recovered, back up towards the 684s. Now, like I said, as I stated, this is what I got on my 1 hour time frame. I know we got about 2 minutes. This is what I have on my 1 hour Sterling right here, boss. So this is the range that I had, because remember I was telling buyers to watch that. I was telling sellers to wait for buyers to go right into that supply zone where sellers could be waiting. When I told them not to chase, I said, man, allow them to come to you, then come in and take them out. They ran up as high as 695, and they came in, and this was a good entry or a good short setup right here. 695s all the way back on down. It was a beautiful, beautiful play. Now, the areas that I do see where buyers did come in most aggressive, as I stated, was 676 and 670s. Because you can see right here where we had these strong bouncing opportunities. And right here, it looked like they played off of that 676 twice. Came down towards 676, bounce. 676, bounce. So if we do crack 680s, 682s down to the 680s, I mean, we could come back down and retest these levels here. I mean, where we can get that full rotation back down to the downside. We got about 1 minute left, guys. 1 minute left. Where we get this nice completion or this nice inverted cup all the way back down. So this is what I see so far. Let me go to my time frame real quick. Let me go to my little drawing. So this is what I see so far. If those sellers can continue, that'll bring us all the way back down towards the 680s. And if they crack the 680s, all the way back down to this possible area here. So this is what I see so far, that we could possibly see more downside coming. So I'm definitely gonna keep everything on watch. I know I gotta go over Netflix. I know we got about 10 minutes, 10 seconds. I'm sorry. Let me get that ready too. She said Netflix. Guys, bell is about to ring in 5 seconds. Keep it on watch. Keep it on watch. Keep in mind, today is Friday. Today is Friday. Bell is ringing right now, guys. Here we go. Here we go. Remember, we underneath 684 that can be utilized for resistance where shorts can try to trap buyers. If we do get a push, if those buyers do push, you do have room to run back up to retest 686. So, but keep in mind, you still got that downtrend to deal with. That'll put you right where that downtrend mark is and right around 686. So if they do get a push above 684, next possible key level is going to be around 686. But keep in mind to see if that's not going to be a bull trap. But right now, 684, keep in mind, watch that level to see if those sellers going to try to utilize that area for a possible bull trap. We already ran up. We already got an upper shadow. Already rocking and rolling right at that level we just talked about. 684. 684, possible bull trap. Possible bull trap. Yeah. And don't forget, Sterling, we do have the Chicago PMI coming out at 9:45, boss. So that should, so we should see a little bit of movement off of that one too as well at 9:45 data. And then I think at 10 o'clock we should be out. I think construction spending at 10. So right now we just in this little range between 84, 82. But sellers gonna try to utilize that 684 for resistance, where they're gonna trap buyers and try to pull back down. So let's see if those sellers gonna continue to trap those buyers and protect 684. So I do see upper shadow. I do see selling pressure coming in. They did trap those buyers who did try to push up to 684 right back on down, as we talked about. Guys. Let me hurry up and take a look at that Netflix for Nadia real quick. Guys, I don't mean to block the screen. Let me just hurry up and check out Netflix for it. See where those tops is going to be at. Yeah, 96. Right now, 96 is going to be the tough resistance right now, Nadia. You can see every time you run up to 96, pull back. Run up to 96, pull back. So 96 is going to be the level we need to break in order to get that push, that possible push up to 100. So keep in mind, 96 is going to be key. 96 is going to be your level that you need to break on the upside. But right now, we just talked about SPY, guys. There go your bull trap. Right at 684. Sellers came in, selling pressure, pulling them buys back on down. So as I mentioned, guys, right now, we're in a little temporary range right now between 684 and 682. So right now, trap has commenced. Trap has commenced. So right now, bull trap those buys right at 684 back on down. Keep it on watch. Keep it on watch. If y'all don't feel like trading right now, sit on your hands. Wait on the setup. Give it 15 minutes in. Give it 15 minutes in. Market just started. And keep in mind, today is Friday. Today is Friday. All right, let me see what VIX is doing. So VIX is still pushing towards the upside. Remember on VIX, guys, that top area for VIX is going to be 23. So right now, they're back on top of 21 right now. So VIX has been between 21 and 23. So just keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. Like I said, Netflix. Like I said, you need that 96 breakout to for us to get that possible push back towards 100. So keep that in mind, 96. Thought I heard my phone go off. All right, so I'm going to put an alert at 96 for you on that one. To see if, we do get a breakout, my alert should go off if, buyers do step back in for the push above that price point. So I'll put 96 on there. All right. And look at the market, guys. Look at the market in the red. Goodness gracious. Look at that. I mean, I don't see nothing positive yet on the market as far as none of the blue chips. Everything is like -0 something, -1. So just be mindful of the 684. 684, keep that on watch to see if those sellers can keep blocking those buyers from breaking out. Watch 684. Watch your 684. I'm trying to use all my charts real quick. I'm trying to see what would be the best opportunities. Don't forget, guys, we still have that Chicago PMI coming out. 945 Chicago PMI 945. If those buyers do so happen to push, guys, remember that 200-day moving average is all the way up towards that 686 and your trend line. So I mean, you do have room to be like push your way back up this way, but keep in mind you're gonna have some resistance right around 686 if they do get that break above 684. But right now, 684 is gonna hold up as resistance at this time. So as I mentioned, right now we're in the $2 range between 82, 84. 84 tops, 82 bottoms. But we're going to see if buyers are going to try to go for a push. But again, you need to break above 84. If they can break above 84, then we have room to push up towards 85, 86. That should push you up towards that 200-day moving average. But let's see if buyers going to step in and try to go for a push back to the upside. Keep it on watch. Keep it on watch. Keep Keep it on watch. Damn, boy, look at the market is in the red. Jeez Louise. You already got VIX up damn near 12%. That's crazy over SPY, which is negative 0.83%. But let's see if buyers can go for this push back to the upside. But just be mindful. I think the market is still a little weak right now. I think they may try to finish off in the red today, possibly. We'll see. Because I mean, the market just opened. I don't want to speak too soon. All right, let's see. Google. Google bounced off of what, 304, trying to push his way with it. Already pushed back up to 306. Man, a lot of these markets, man, a lot of them just look choppy as crap. What about Tesla? What Tesla doing? Tesla, I mean, we already on the 410 because that's gonna be our main key we need to get back on top of. 410. And right now, it look like it's trying to set a range right now, but 410 is gonna be the strong resistance, so keep that in mind. Yeah, but the market overall looks weak. I'm not gonna lie to you right now. I mean, look, everything is just glowing in red. And I mean, this is all blue chip companies. They all look hella weak, man. Jeez Louise. Now, we could, like I said, we do get a push. We got to see, can we hold? But right now, it just looked like it's just still downtrending from pre-market tops. It just looked like it's just still coasting down. It just looked like it's still coasting, still looking weak. It's still looking weak. And like I said, if those sellers do succeed by cracking underneath 682s, they going for that 680 next. Because their goal is to try to go back into the 670s. SPY's trying to get back on top of this full 3, trying to get back on top of these bottoms. Tops is all the way back up towards 410. Anything else? What about Apple now? Ooh, Lord, man, dang, look at Apple. Jeez Louise. Apple didn't dumped on off. Things are heating up. Middle East, red. Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm thinking too, boss. Mike, that, I mean, like, and as I was telling Sterling and everybody else, let me go back to SPY on here. SPY, my chart. So, the way this is setting up, I mean, look at this. Ran up towards 695. I mean, and you got that nice reversal back down to the downside underneath the 200-day moving average, kind of giving off an inverted cup. I mean, yes, we're oversold, but I mean, it still looks like we can fade. I mean, it does still look like it still fade down even lower. I mean, you did have this little bounce right around 680s, and then you had these other bottoms right around the 676, all the way back down to the 670s. And if those sellers can succeed, you know, up cracking 680s. Back down towards the 676, that's gonna close out that cup. Cause this cup right here started at 676, ran all the way up to 695. And if those sellers can succeed by pulling them all the way back down, cracking 680s down to the 676, that's gonna close out that cup. So that means that more fade could be, you know, producing, you know, could be coming. Cause like I said, these are where your old true bottoms is, you know, in your past, where you had those true bounces. 670s, 676s. I mean, right here, this is where you have more of a strong push back up to the upside. I mean, cause this one wasn't. I mean, it's like it wasn't really a strong area versus the way these were more aggressive. I mean, yeah, way more aggressive pushes at 670s and 676. Cause it looked like it's just tumbling back on down for where it started. Went up, and then right back on down. So watch this 684. Let's see if sellers gonna continuously try to stuff those buyers underneath 684. Cause like I said, as I mentioned, you are in the $2 range between 684 tops, 682 bottoms, and it still looks like still looks downtrended from pre-market's movement. These tops down into intraday. It just still looks downtrendish. Still looks downtrendish. Still looks a little weak. But we'll keep it on watch, guys. Keep it on watch. What we got left? Data should be we should be having Chicago PMI coming out though. Let's see, can we get this push? Let's see. Like I said, buyers can break above 84. They're gonna try to go for that 86 test, and then keep in mind that 200-day moving average is sitting right around 86, 86.50, somewhere in that little bracket. And keep in mind on how 86 works, because we didn't deal with 86 before. when we were underneath it, it acted as strong resistance. See right here, 686.28, pull back. Let's see, we had another time when we did it too. Right here, 686.28, pull back. Didn't we have it again, and that was it? I think that was it, but for sure, yeah, I mean, you're gonna have some strong resistance right there too. Those sellers could be sitting and waiting if they go for that push back to the upside. But right now, 684 is gonna be the main area. And you can see every time buyers move up to 684s, sellers come in, try to pull them back down. So 84 is gonna be a strong resistance until we break it. So keep in mind, it looked like almost like a little double top starting off right here. 684, rejection. 684, rejection. So watch that 684. Sellers starting to come in aggressive, 684. So it look like sellers have it so far at this moment, but keep it on watch. Let's see how we're gonna close out. All right, got about almost 4 minutes, guys, till the Chicago PMI comes out. 4 minutes, and look like it's starting to get a little bit more aggressive on the sell side right now. A little bit more aggressive. Keep it on watch. Keep it on watch. Because I know a lot of people point at, that is oversold, but it still has a, I mean, I'm just being honest. To me, it still has a lot of room to still fall, despite it being still, oversold, where it still has a lot of room to come down too. So just keep it on watch and see. Because like I said, your true areas where I seen the most aggressive bounces was around 676 to 670s. But we'll see. And there go the sellers. Here we go, pulling again. Remember, I told you guys, watch that 684. 684 for see if sellers was going to hold that area down, if that was going to create bull traps. And so far, they're creating bull traps. So I told you, keep that in mind. Keep it on watch. So I'm trying to look at, let me see. Yeah, I'm trying to sit up too, guys, because my back is still, kind of, still I'm a little bit in pain still, man. But I'm still trying to work through it. Just do forgive me, man. Do forgive me. I'm trying, like I said, I was gonna still show up. No, even if my back is hurting, I'm still gonna be here to help you guys out the best that I can. So I'm gonna be here till about 12, 1 o'clock, somewhere in that bracket. Cause you already know I don't stay long on Fridays. Fridays is, definitely don't want to play around with that. Yeah, I know. That's what I have to get to. Well, I did the heating pad, cause I couldn't even sleep proper last night, man. I was in so much pain. I couldn't even sleep right. I'm tossing and turning. And even right now, I'm sitting up, cause I can still feel that throbbing sensation in my back. And there go your pullback, guys. Just like we talked about. Bull trap. Back on down, we talked about the range that we were in from 84 to 82s. And if those, remember I told you, if those sellers can crack 82, they're heading for 680. And you still got this continuation downtrend setting up, guys. Still weak. Sellers are getting more aggressive. Sterling, see, we talking about that, boss. There go your seller. There go that aggression. There go the aggression. Why is it not grabbing? Here we go again with this crap. Why it seem like my orders don't never grab? They didn't, man. They didn't even grab my damn orders. Just the sec. I hate when they do this crap, man. It's annoying. Back down to 82s, guys. Let's see if they're gonna go. Where we at right now? 81. So right now we got about 2 minutes till that data comes out. And right now look like sellers are succeeding underneath 682s. So right now look like they successfully succeeding underneath 682s. I'm just making sure my contracts are right. Yeah, it is. I was wondering, like, why the hell wasn't it not, I had everything set up and they didn't grab my damn orders. I had it all the way to the top, right around 684s, and I did not get. Let me see, guys. We got about 30 seconds, guys. Chicago PMI coming out in 30 seconds. Right now, buyers are still trying to protect 82s. Sellers are trying to protect 84s. You're still in this $2 range. Sellers, you need to crack back underneath 682s down to the 680s. Longs, you need to crack back above 684s for the push back up to 686. See, you still got buyers still sitting at 682s trying to protect those bottoms. Right now, we're just still in this range. Still in this range. 8 seconds, guys. 8 seconds. 8 seconds. 8 seconds. 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Chicago PMI just came out. Let's see what type of impact it's going to have. Look like it's still looking a little weak. Let's see if those sellers are going to successfully crack underneath 82s. Like I said, we could crack 82s. You got room to fall down to the 84s. Let's see. Let's see. Did this cat know the candle ain't closed out yet? I'm looking at this 1 hour candle. I'm trying to see. Alright, still got this 1 hour candle. Still ain't closed out yet. Yeah, it's crazy that I didn't grab my orders, but so right now, still in this range. Which way are we going to truly go? What's going to be the true direction today? Are buyers going to step back in, break above 84, and start to push our way up to 86? Or will sellers succeed by cracking underneath 82s back down into the 80s? So, question is, which way are we going to break out of this range? Towards the upside or cracking towards the downside? So, which way are we going to come out of this range? That's the $1 million question. Which way y'all think, guys? Ladies and gentlemen, Mike, Sterling, Nadia, which way y'all think we're gonna come out of this little range? Let me move this real quick. I'm gonna put this in the little range that we in right now. Right about, see, this is the range that we in right now. This little $2 range right here. $2 range. So right here, this is the range we in. Still trying to figure out which way we trying to go. Yeah, so like I said, if those, cause I mean, even if they break 84, they still gonna have another possible resistance at 86 plus. So that's where your 200-day moving average is sitting at. So even if buyers were to so happen to break above 84, you're going to have resistance right around this little area. So let's see which way we're going to come out of this range, guys. Let's see. Let's see. Remember, $2 range that we in. $2 range. Either we're going to break out towards the upside for 86 on up, or we're going to crack below 82s down towards the 80s. So let's see which way we're going to come out of this range, guys. Let's see. Let's see who's going to win this one. Who's gonna win this one? Let me see if the news they updated anything after the Chicago PMI data came out. Let me see if they're saying anything. Stock sell off on tech struggles. It's the only thing I see so far as the news. Stock sells off on tech struggles, and U.S. high inflation report. Dow slides 700 points. That's pretty much all they have so far, which is still showing, still giving off a little bit of fear. Still getting off a little bit of fear. So let's see. Let's see. Like I said, sellers got to get that crack underneath that 682s. Take that floor away from those buyers. Do a rug pull for that next move on down. So in other words, this is for sellers. This is what we want to see. This is what we want to see. If we can get it. This is what we want to see. I'm going to try to draw it out. So we want to kind of utilize this area here. Right here. 684s, and then just start to get this continuation sell off this way. This is what we want to see. We want to continuously trap those buyers underneath 84 and continue our way on down as we can get this full rotation back down this way. That's the idea goal for the day. That's what we want to do. Crack underneath 82 and just continuously sell on down. Because like I said, the main key areas I see where you had the strongest bounce, again, if you look at my 1 hour time frame, is from the 680s right here where you had the bounce, strongest bounce, and then down towards the 676 where you had your other strongest bounce right here. And then we utilized that one twice. We utilized that level twice. So that's why I want to see what's going to take place. So you can see right here, buyers came in here. Oops, buyers came in here, and buyers came in almost like a double bottom where they utilized that same key area to go for that pushback to the upside. Same key area for how they use that room to push back to the upside. And then you have this true bottom, which is right around the 670s, where buyers utilized that one and pushed all the way on up. And like I said, look at the whole entire range, from tops to bottoms. I mean, from bottoms to tops, from tops back on down. So you kind of can see it, that range that we're in. So that's what I want to see. Like I said, sellers, we want to keep those buyers trapped underneath 84 and start to reverse them back down this way. And I know we're going to have some longs. Longs, you're going to have to get above 84. Turn that back into support for your push back up towards 686 and a possible move back up to 688. But we got to see which way we're about to come out of this range. But right now, we're just still battling back and forth, back and forth. Because buyers, you're going to have to go for a strong push. If you want to overpower those sellers, you're going to have to go for a strong push above 684s, overpower them, and go for that push back up to the upside of possible areas of 86. I just still see a downtrend setup. I just still see weakness. Like I said, sellers, the game plan is to go from 84s on down. That's the goal. To go for this continuation sell-off, starting with this 84 level that we can use and go for a harder pullback down this way. That's the game plan on the short side. Crack out of this range and then go for even lower. Look like that's what they're trying to do. Because where we at right now, back down towards the 682s. What's up, Cruz? Yeah, I mean, I think so too, boss. I mean, because like I said, based off of everything that I see, even on the 5-minute time frame, is giving off somewhat of like I said, we in this downtrend setup, but we just got to crack out of this range. We got to crack out of the 682s, where we can fall back down to the 680s, down into the 670s, where we can get this continuation sell-off. And like I said, off of my 1-hour time frame, I do see somewhat of an inverted cup on this bad boy. See right here, boss? I see an inverted cup. In order for us to close out that cup and complete it, we got to get that pullback down to the 680s. Right here, we had these bottoms at. That'll close out the cup completely. If they can crack 680s on the short side, then we could come back down to these truer levels that we had, where we had these stronger bounces at, as I mentioned, which was 676. And then you have this truer bottom here, which is around 670. Because again, if you notice the range, 670s, you went all the way up towards the, the 698, 670s, and then back on down. So if you look at this whole entire range, you can see where the true bottoms at, or where the strongest demand zones are, and then you can see the tops where the strongest supply zones is. That's why I told sellers that day we were moving on up, that day of NVIDIA's earnings. That's why I told sellers, don't chase. Wait for the buyers to come to you. Wait for the trade to come to you, where you can have a better opportunity. You'll have more reward than risk. Came up, they played it to a T, right into this red zone. Sellers came in underneath 695, and then you had a way better entry right back on down. Beautiful play. All you had to do is just wait for the rotation all the way up into the supply zone, have a better entry, and then short them back on down. But y'all see the rotation, right? Y'all see the psychological levels, how they played themselves over and over and over. Why was this a good level? Because remember, we came to that same exact level before, and your sellers came in what? Aggressive and yanked. Then we retested that same key area where sellers came in once again and yanked. So understand, guys, on how to just play the rotation. Understand the psychological levels, how to put yourself in a better position. Play off of psychological levels on the short side. Play on psychological levels on the long side. That's it. How how to avoid getting caught in choppiness and having a better profit outcome. Let those buys move on up. Let them move on up, where you have a better opportunity to have more reward for a move right back on down. Vice versa. Just wait on psychological levels to present themselves, then attack it. That's all you got to do. Just be patient. Just be patient. Wait on those setups to present themselves and then attack it. Whether you're long buys or short buys. Right here, I still think it looks weak. It still looks a little downtrendish. 84 is still holding up as resistance. Like I said, sellers, what we want is we want to stay underneath that 84. Now testing 82s. Take 82s out. Down to the 80s. From the 80s down into the 70s. Back down towards those true areas of demand where those buys come in aggressive. But right now, we're still in this range, still fighting back and forth. Still in this $2 range. Still in this $2 range, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Like I said, sellers, we want to take 82s out. We want a good engulfing red candle, good selling candle where we close successfully out of 682s, turn 682s into resistance, down to 680s. Because now you're moving from one range to the next range. So right now, let's just put it like this. This is what we want to do. Let me make a duplicate copy and pull down this way. So all we want to do is utilize 84s down to the 82s. 82s down into the 80s. Because again, we want to turn every floor into resistance. So right now at this moment, they turn 84 into resistance. So remember, what was once support is now resistance. Notice the difference, guys. When you was on top of 84, you had a stronger demand zone where buyers came in and utilized 84 for bounces. But now keep in mind, you cracked 84. Now it belongs to the sellers at this time, because now sellers are reversing it. Now they're using support for resistance. So now sellers are sitting at this level, because now they didn't took that area away from the buyers, now using it against them. And keep in mind, look at your pattern. Look from pre-market into intraday. What do you have? A downtrend setup still. Look at this. From these tops, right around the 689s, it's been downtrending, 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 still pointing down. Still pointing down. You still got a slow sell-off, guys. So that's no different than an uptrend. You're just dealing with a downtrend. So even if we flip the chart upside down, it should be a bullish setup for your puts. So if I flip my chart, my regular chart, and look at it from a put standpoint, it should be an uptrend. So watch. Calls is on a downtrend. Puts should be on an uptrend. So let me flip my chart upside down from a put standpoint. See? If you look at it from a put standpoint, flip your chart upside down, what do you have on the put side? An uptrend, right? It's doing the opposite on what your calls are doing. So if you notice, puts are in control while the calls are not in control. So if I go back to the normal chart, what do you have? A downtrend. The main thing, like I said, we need to take out, we need to crack 682s if we want to get more downside coming. We want to take that next floor. Why 682s? If we go back this way, what did you bounce? What did your buyers come in at? 680s, 682s, right? Because buyers utilize that for their advantage. They took that into consideration and started trapping sellers right here. They was trapping sellers. This was like a little pocket. This was like a bear trap, where every time you came around 682, 680s, buyers stepped in, trapped the sellers, pushed it right back to the upside of 684. So notice right here. So what we want to do is now flip it. So we want to now take this away from the buyers, right? You want to take 682s and 680s, and we want to come underneath those price points. Again, we want to take that trap and reverse it. I was going to start a small position short, but not yet. Yeah, I mean, right now we're still in this little pocket, boss. We're still in this little pocket, in this little $2 pocket between 82 and 84 is about. So it still hasn't made a true decision, Sterling, on what it wants to really do. I mean, yes, we're still looking weak, because the main thing is, if we want to see more downside, all we want to mainly do is just continuously keep trapping these sellers. I mean, trapping the buyers. So it looked like they're moving down slowly. So 684s to 683.50s, 683.50s, 683, 682.50s, 682s. It's like they slowly taking out level after level. Because right now, you done fell underneath 683s. So now what we need to do now is fall underneath 682.50. 682.50s, back on down to the 682s. It's like they slowly chipping away at them. And if you notice, it's still weak. It's still looking weak. Even on the 5-minute time frame, you still have a lot more red candles than green candles. I mean, you have a lot more sellers than buyers. Look at the green candles versus the red candles, Sterling, even on the 5-minute time frame. Look at this. You still got way more sellers than buyers. You have a few buyers in, but you still have majority of sellers. And it still looks like it's building lower highs. Now you're underneath the VWAP. Underneath the VWAP still looking a little weak. Still building lower highs. Still pointing down this way. It's just slow. It's just slow and steady. Because right now we're at the open. Right now look like the sellers are trying to utilize the open for resistance now, to try to pull them on down. Because now the open is going to be resistance. That means now your candle is going to close red on the day right now. As long as you stay underneath the open, that's going to be bearish. So if y'all notice, that pink line represents the open. So that means that now the sellers are taking advantage of the open, utilizing that as a resistance to pull them. So notice, even the open can act as support and resistance. When you're on top of the open, you can see the buyers utilize that to the best of their ability and then push it on to what? Up to 84. But now look where we at. We underneath the open, now going from support to now resistance. And look, it's just steady turning, steady getting weak. Again, look at the majority of red candles versus the majority of green candles. That still looks bearish. It's still slowly turning. Still slowly turning. So watch this open, guys. Watch this open. Right now, where are we at right now? 682.80s. Right now, you're underneath 683s. So the next level that we want to take out is 682.50s. 682.50s. Let's see, can we get it? Let's see. So I'm going to put a little line, because that's going to be the next area you need to take out. So I'm going to put 682.50. Put like a little small little line on that. Price point. See, they're trying to utilize that. Watch. See? 682.50s. See, that's going to be the area you need to take out. See, buyers going to try to utilize it. You need to take out 682.50s on down to 682s itself. It's like they're using little 50-cent increments. So watch. You need to crack 682.50 down to 682s. Because you want to turn now 682 into resistance. I see 3 red candles setting up. 1, 2, 3. It's like they setting up bear trap after bear trap after bear. Bull trap. I'm sorry, I said bear trap. Bull trap after bull trap after bull trap. Hard to make money on SPY now. I mean, like I said, Nadia, right now you're just in a range still. You're still in a range. It's just back and forth within the same range still. It hasn't made a true decision yet. Right now you're just ping ponging. It's just ping ponging. So right now, what do I always say? And Sterling, you heard me say this on when we was in our video chat. Don't diddle in the middle. Right here's you're diddling in the middle. Wait for for volatility to step in. Right now you got buyers not stepping in. Now let's see, can we get a break? Let's see if buyers gonna go for the break above 84. Break out of this range. Just wait, just to see what's gonna happen. Right now, this is a range. This is a range. It's a $2 range going back and forth, back and forth. It hasn't made a true decision which way it wants to truly go yet. So just wait to see on how we're gonna come out of this range. So once we come out of this range, depending on what direction, yeah, then you can fully attack it. But right now, you're just still in this $2 range. It's just back and forth. Like I said, longs, you want to get back above 84, hold at 84, but that possible reverse on up towards 86 and 86 plus. We want to go from 84s to the 86, right up towards that 200-day moving average. Shorts, we're going to need to crack the 682s for the move back down to the 680s into the 70s. But right now, you're just still kind of going back and forth in this range, back and forth, back and forth. It hasn't made a true decision. Buyers are trying to go for the 84 breakout. They're trying to go for the 84. There we go. Bam. See? Wait on volatility, step back in to make a true decision. Wait on volatility so you don't get caught in it. So you got a few buyers trying to step in, trying to break out of this range. Let's see, can they get it without getting stuffed, without getting trapped? Can they successfully succeed, or will they, get caught in a bull trap? Because every time they run around 84, pull back. 84, pull back, 84, pull back. So we just need those buyers to push and break above that level. If not, that'll be another bull trap as 84 remains as resistance for a pullback down. So keep it on watch. Right now, it's just ranging. Right now, Nadia, it's just ranging. It's just ranging, Queen. It's just ranging. See? Bull trap. See? Let's see. Let's see. Just take your time. Let's just see on how we're gonna come out of this range. Let's just see how we're gonna come out of this range. Because you do have VIX falling back down. VIX is falling back underneath 21. It is. I can see that. VIX is falling back underneath 21 right now, showing a little bit of weakness. Upper shadow. Look like another possible bull trap. But it's crazy that, let me see where we at. Because I still see that they still trapping those buyers right here. They still trapping buyers at 684. They still trapping them. They still trapping them. Let's just see on how we're going to come out. What time it is right now? We got 1 minute left. About 20 seconds left. 20 seconds to be exact. 20 seconds to see what the buyers are trying to do is get on top of 24. They're trying to close on. They're trying to close on top of 84. That's what they're trying to do. They're trying to get this candle close on top of 84. but it's still heavily guarded by sellers. Counter about to close out in 3 seconds, right about now. See, they're trying to build their way up. They're trying to use this counter to close to try to go for that next push. But just watch. Just be mindful. Watch this level, guys. 684. Let's see, can these buys successfully break above it? Because I don't want you guys getting caught in the bull trap if they can't break it. I just want you guys to be careful. See how we keep getting upper shadow? Just be very careful right here. We want that. We want those buys to break above 684. We want to break out of this trap. Because like every time you run up to 684, pull back. 684, pull back. So watch the 684 level. Let's just see. And like I said, if buys can successfully succeed, you do have room to push up towards that 200-day moving average. That's going to push you around at 686. So they'll take you from 684s to 686. Well, we could see now consecutive green candles up. So let's see. Oh, shit, I forgot about Tesla. I'm glad, thank you for bringing that back up to me, boss. What was that area? 410. 410 was the area on Tesla. 410. Because we did get back on top of the 403 that we talked about this morning. And we did say those tops is around 410s. Around 410s. Yeah, and thank you for bringing that back to my attention. I forgot about Tesla. I ain't gonna lie to you. I forgot all about Tesla. Yep, so 405 Solon. If they can hold 405 for that possible push up to 410, that's gonna be a $5 push. I almost forgot about that, boss. So let's see, can we get possible 3 candles up? As long as those buys stay in control, we want to see 3 candle push. Gotta stay on top of this. Gotta stay on top. Because again, we don't want to trap. Gotta keep pushing. We want to see three green candles. Now you're hitting the 50 SMA. Because we want to start to see consecutive green candles. We want to start to see consecutive green candles. We see green candle. Because that's letting us know buyers are stepping in. Well, we're coming out of this chop zone. Now picking the true direction. So we should be seeing consecutive candles, preferably 3 green candles in a row. Yep, now that buyers are stepping in, 82.50. 82.50 for that push back up. All right, there go your second candle that we just talked about. We want to see at least up to 3. That third candle should be pushing you up towards that 86. Should be pushing you up towards 86. All right, let's see. Finally breaking out of this range, guys. Finally breaking out of this range towards the upside. So now that we're breaking out of this range, now we just have to deal with these resistance up here. With room to run up towards that 200-day moving average. That's going to put you around 86. So now you got the second green candle in a row. Second green candle in a row. Second green candle. Now your buys are stepping in. What time it is? 2 more minutes. Like I said, that third one should be pushing you up towards 86. Pulling you right up towards that 200-day moving average. Right up towards that 200-day moving average. Because now you're above the 50. Where we at right now? 685s. 685. Because that third green candle should push up this way. One minute left, still holding above 685. That's still a good thing. Still a good thing. Stay above 685. Because we should see a third green candle coming in. We should see one more green candle for that push up towards that 200-day moving average. Let's see. Stay above 685. Stay above it. Because we don't want no big trap. Because what buyers don't want to do is fall back underneath. This 684 level, you don't want to fall back underneath. You want to stay on top of it because you want to stay out of this range. Because the goal for longs is to reverse out and push back up towards those higher price points. 20 seconds. 20 seconds right now. Still looking good. We just got to get up. Like I said, we could get up, stay above 685. That'll help out a lot. If If we can get a close at 685, that'll help out a lot more. About to close out, guys, in 3, 2, 1. Next candle in. All right. Let's see. Can we get this third candle up? Because what I was hoping that was going to close successfully on top of 685. That was going to keep you above that 50 moving average. That's what I was hoping. Let's see, can they still try to go for this little green candle push? Because remember I was talking about 3 green candles in a row? 1, 2, 3. Oh shoot, let me expand my Tesla. My bad, guys. Not sure if they're gonna do anything tonight. If they do, I'll see. Okay, man, boss. Sterling, you have a blessed weekend, boss. I think we supposed to be doing a talking thing tonight with Kev, if I'm not mistaken, boss. I'll see you then, man. But have a blessed weekend, and thank you so much for joining us, man. Let me give you some love too, and thank you so much for joining me. Yeah, because that meant a lot, man. I definitely appreciate you, boss. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. So thank you. Shout out to you. Salute to you, boss. Yeah, guys, so that's that third green candle we talked about. We were saying that third green candle, those buys can still push. It should be trying to push up towards that 686, but we're going to see. The only thing that we may have a little bit of an issue with is this 685 because we closed underneath it. Because this third candle is going to have to continuously push to keep going. The fact is this candle here closed underneath. Let's see. Third green candle up like we talked about. All right, third green candle push. Third green candle push. As we talked about, should try to push you up towards that close to 686. 686. Let's see if we can get this continuation push. One, so we got three green candles in a row so far. 3 green candles in a row. So there go your consecutive candles. So you got the consecutive candle going. So there we go pushing. We should be aiming for that 686 because we should be trying to get close to that 200-day moving average. So they may be set as long as this candle stays holding. I mean, we could see a 4th green candle coming in then. As long as they hold up, we should see a 4th, number 4 coming in. As you can see all your buyers stepping in so far. And then look at VIX. VIX got straight selling off. Fell underneath that 21 all the way back down towards the 20. So it was pulling back towards that, looked like aiming towards that 1970. So as long as VIX keeps pulling, we should be continuously pushing on SPY. So far so good. I mean, 82.50 held. Finally broke out of that range. Got back above 84. So we may see a 4th green candle coming in. As long as they stay on, we need to stay on top of 85. Stay on top of 85. Because we don't want to close underneath it. Stay on top, stay on top, stay on top. Because I'm trying to see can these buys go for this push towards 86. Stay on top, stay on top, stay on top. Don't fall back underneath 85. Hold it, 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 hold it. Ah. Don't do it, don't do it. Because so far, buyers have stepped in, but we don't want to. Got to hold above 85. Got to hold above. Got to hold above. Got to hold above. Stay above it. Stay above it. Stay above it. Uh-oh. 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 Back underneath that 50 SMA. Back underneath 685. Look like a trap. Let's see. Make sure it ain't going to be a trap. A bull trap. They got to hold it. They got to close on top to avoid this possible bull trap coming. Look like sellers starting to step in right around 685. Amazon, appreciate you, boss. Got you, Amazon. All right, take a look at that. All right, Amazon. What was the price we talked about on Amazon? That was yesterday, right? What was that price point we talked about on Amazon? That was watch that bull trap, guys. Watch that bull trap. That's what I'm saying. We need to stay on top of 685. We need to stay on top of 685. He started trapping them. Let's see. Because I see upper shadow, and sellers are pulling them right back underneath 685. 685. They put them right back underneath. And look at your 50 SMA. We couldn't hold on top of it. We fell right back underneath that 50 SMA. That's why I was saying we need to stay above 685. We needed 685 to stay on top of it. Let's see. Man, these contracts keep on changing on me. It's like, geez, Louise, they keep flipping. I'm trying to get the best one, but I'm just trying to see, because look like we starting to create a little bull trap right here. Right back underneath 685. Back down into the 684s. So it looked like we couldn't hold. Because see, what needed to happen is this is what I was expecting to see if buyers was going to show us or confirm it. We need to see like 3 green candles in a row where it's going to show that bullish volatility still going. But let's see. It couldn't hold. Are we going to fall right back in this range again? Because then we fall back in this range again. That's 680. We're going back down underneath 684. Look like we about to fall back in that range again. That's what it look like. Let's see. Now, longs, you need to stay on top of this price point. You need to hold 684. You need to turn this bad boy back to support. You need to turn it back into, you need to turn it to support for that reversal back up, for that continuation push. If sellers continue successfully close on these 684, we could be reversing right back on down. Let's see what's about to happen right here, guys. Let's see, because it looked like a bull trap was setting up right here. Fell right back underneath 685, right back underneath that 50 SMA. Right back underneath that 50 SMA, starting to slowly turn right back on down again. It's like they couldn't hold. But watch this 684. Watch 684 to see if buyers are going to try to utilize it. Let's see if buyers going to try to utilize 684. But if sellers succeed by closing underneath 684, you're going to fall right back in this range again and possibly reverse towards the downside. But if buyers can hold 684, create a bad trap right here, they can possibly push their way back up. So it's like 684 is going to be key. Where we at right now, 684.17. If they can succeed by surviving this pullback, then yes, we can see that bounce back. But look right here, you can see the sellers trying to come in aggressive to try to take out 84. Longs, you need to protect 84. Sellers, you need to take out 84. So right now, we're gonna have a little battle right here. Have a little battle right here. If buyers can succeed, and you know, like stalling them out, I mean, they can still have a chance to go back up. They can still have a chance to push their way back up. But if sellers succeed, I mean, all you're gonna do is fall right back in this range, starting with these tops again, pulling back down towards 82. See that? Look at that. See that trap? Yeah, Chubb, I'm looking at it. See, that's what I'm trying to see. If they're setting up for a bull trap. Because so far they did. I mean, right here you see upper shadow. And look like, here we go. Look, sellers pull it right back underneath 84. Right back in that range, guys. Look, we couldn't hold it. We couldn't hold that range. We couldn't stay on top of it. We didn't have enough buying momentum. And look right now. Look, you fell right back in that range again. See, I was trying to give the buyers a chance. Because what I wanted was consecutive green candles up. But they couldn't hold it. Didn't have enough strength. And look what happened. You fell right back in this range again. So that means that it's still weak. Because they couldn't hold it. They couldn't hold their gains. Yeah, oh yeah, it was a bull trap right here. As they pushed up, right here, bull trap. And the main thing we needed to stay on top of, I kept on yelling out was 685, 685, 685. And also that 50 SMA. Because if they would have stayed on that 50 SMA, they could have did an indicator gap up. But they could have used that 50 SMA to push up towards the 200-day moving average. But notice, they could not stay on top of the 50 SMA nor the 685. And look what happened. You reversed right back on down and reversed right back in that range again. So they couldn't hold it. So let's see. This 684 is going to be a beast. I'm going to tell you right now. It's going to be a battle at 684. 684 is going to be a beast because buyers are going to try to utilize it to stay on top. Because buyers are going to try to create a bad trap. The seller's going to try to create a bull trap. It's going to be like back and forth right here. It's going to be a lot of back and forth, guys. It's going to be a lot. So be mindful of this. It's going to be a lot of back and forth. If buyers can hold 684, then yes, in some type of way, we can find our way back up to top, possibly try to retest that 686. However, if sellers take out 684s, you're coming back on down towards that 682s. But look, notice, guys, you're back in that range again. We couldn't break and hold. They tried to break out. We couldn't hold. And what did you do? Fell right back in that range. So you notice that, right? We didn't have enough buying strength to hold. Fell right back into it. So let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Here we go. Here go buyers trying to go again for it. But like I said, if buyers can succeed from 684, we want to see a push up to 686 because that'll give you a $2 push. See, if buyers gonna do it, they need to hold and not get caught in another bull trap that could be presenting itself again. Let's see. This may be a possible another bull trap coming. And then notice your indicators getting tighter and tighter. Look, pay close attention too, guys. Look. Pay close attention to your 9 MA and 20 and your 50. So you notice those indicators are tightening up. So the question is, which way is it truly about to go? Because your buyers are holding above the 9 and the 20. Your sellers trying to keep the buyers underneath that 50. So it's about to squeeze. It's about to squeeze. It's literally about to set up an indicator squeeze. It's about to set up an indicator squeeze coming up. Like I said, in between the 50 SMA, the red one, and between your 9 and 20, the blue and orange. So you're right in the middle of all three of them. You're in a wedge. In a wedge. You're in a wedge right now. Yeah, I mean, because the buyers, like I said, the buyers have an advantage because you're above the VWAP. You do have the 9 and the 20, working with you, and the 84. So you got like 3 levels helping the buyers out at this time. So you do have like four support lines holding you up at this time. You got the VWAP, the 9 and the 20, and the 84s. But we got to see, do we have enough buying strength? And that's the thing, Mike. We got to see if we have enough buying strength to push. Even though we have it, like I said, let's see. This is everybody to be a beast right here. And then we about to have an indicator squeeze. So we about to see which way it's about to go. Because if we don't have enough buyers, those sellers can still flip it. See? Look at this. Another bull trap. Look at that. Another bull trap. Another bull trap. Let's see. Come on, buyers. They got the advantage. I mean, they're above everything. But if those sellers come in aggressive, that candle going to turn red. And that's going to be a third red candle that way. So that means that, look. Okay. Let me cut out all the noise. I'm gonna tell you what needs to happen on both sides. Buyers, which they'll look like they're doing it. So I was just about to say it. I was gonna say buyers need to utilize that candle's close and push. If sellers have it, that candle or the body of the candle is gonna fall back underneath that candle's close this way and actually flip back down. So let's see. We're about to see an indicator squeeze. Indicator squeeze is about to happen. We're about to see some type of volatility about to step in. Let's see. Because those indicators are closing in close with each other right here, guys. They're getting tighter and tighter and tighter. We about to see some type of volatility step in. And we may see a push due to the fact is VIX is still falling. So let's see. See, VIX is setting up for a damn near a pullback. Because VIX has failed underneath 21, where it does look like we could fade back down towards 20. Because VIX is like it's setting for a possible curl on down, which could lead for SPY to spike. So let's see. So notice what VIX is doing. VIX has lost its gains right here, starting to pull back down, starting to reverse back down to the downside. So that could lead for SPY to actually spike up. Because again, you got everything underneath you. VWAP, 9 MA, 20 MA. 684 still holding. Well, it could go for a little pop, drop, pop. All right, so it look like it's in the buyers. All right, here we go. So it look like it is benefiting the buyers right now. Because like I said, I was noticing those three indicators. I was noticing those three indicators. I was noticing it. like an indicator squeeze coming. And then, like I said, look at VIX. VIX is slowly losing a little steam, starting to pull back down. Yep, and we still holding on top of this range. So buyers are going to try to utilize this for a possible bear trap. Because they survived the pullback. They survived the pullback. Because the area that we need to stay on top of was 684. So right now, 684 is held. So they survived it. They survived the pullback. So far, so good. They survived. They broke out of that range. Now trying to use this top portion for support. But let's see. Let's see. It's going to be a tricky little area right here. I told you that 684 is going to be a beast. I knew it was going to be a lot back and forth on 684. But as long as buyers stay on top of 684, you'll have room to go from these indicators for this gap fill up toward that 200-day moving average. That's going to put you up towards 686. But we need those buyers to step in. Buyers need to step in. The buyers have the opportunity. They have the advantage. We just got to get those buyers to step in and push. But if sellers come in aggressive, I mean, if sellers come in aggressive and literally engulf your green candles back down, then I mean, buyers, I'm just going to say it, buyers will be shit out of luck. Because what buyers need to do is hold 684 and now go for the next leg up towards 686. They want to build an uptrend. They want to build a higher low. But if sellers come in aggressive and yank them back down this way, that means 684 is going to turn back into resistance, and sellers are going to try to aim for that 682 because their goal is to pull back down this way. Let's see what we get, guys. Let's see. I'm watching everything. Amazon, I still has room to push up towards that 210. Amazon is still coasting its way on up. See, buyers need to create a bear trap right here. They need to stall those sellers out. They need to protect 684 right here. Need to stall them out. Create pullback failure, pullback failure, pullback failure. Trap as many shorts as they can and then go for that push up. It look like that's what they're trying to do. Because I do see lower shadow. I do see buying pressure stepping in. A little bit of buying pressure. But they need to push because they need to break past 85 on up. They need to go for a strong push. We need to see a good, strong engulfing green candle going this way. Because they're going to need to flip this candle up toward that candle's close and go. We should have a second green candle. This should be the second green candle. Where they're going to flip that candle green, utilize this candle close for support for that next leg up. But keep on watch. Keep on watch. Let's see. Because like I said, longs, that candle should be flipping up this way on top of that candle's close and reversing up. That should lead to a second green candle. Still having a little bit of trouble, They trying to get buyers to come in aggressive. I mean, they trying to come in at that 684. Definitely got buyers coming in at 684. They're definitely trying to go for the push. 684 push. Because you notice every time we come down towards 684, more buyers step in. 684, there we go. See what I mean? So get this candle to flip on top of this candle's close. That should lead to the second green candle up. That's what should be happening. There we go. Told you. Use this. I told you. Use that candle's close for support. That should be a second green candle in a flip. So there you go. So basically, as you pull back down, more buyers stepped in at 84 and now trying to rally his way back on up. So we should be breaking through 85 with no problem. They should be pushing through 85 with ease. Come on, buyers. Where the buyers at? Come on. They should be pushing. They got the advantage. We still in this damn wedge. We still in this wedge. We still haven't broken out of this little indicators between the 9 and 20 and this 50. This bad boy should be flipping. Let me see. Tesla. Yeah, your next level, the next price point is gonna be let me see. Based off the range, we should be having room to run up towards 4750. 4750 should be that targeted area next. That's what they should be running up to on Tesla. Let me see. Let me see, can we hit it? Yep, we right by it. Yep, right by it. Yep, that should be the next targeted area, Mike. That should be 4750. Because if you look at it from a $5 range, from 405 to 410, your mid area is gonna be 4750. So that should be the next possible target. Still underneath that 50 SMA, guys. Still underneath the 50 SMA. Still underneath the 50 SMA. Still have yet to break above 85. Let's see. That 50 SMA is still weighing them down right now. 50 SMA is still weighing them down so far. Like I said, buyers are still trying to hold 84. So it's gonna be a lot of rain. It's gonna be a lot of choppiness right here. A lot of choppiness back and forth right here. It's gonna be a lot of choppiness. I mean, buyers still have the advantage in a sense, because they still hold at 84. Buyers still have the advantage. So what they need to do, since they're already holding 84, we need to get above 84.50, from 84.50 up to 85. Because again, you still got VIX look like it's still falling. So that should lead to SPY pushing. Because VIX hasn't reversed yet. This bad boy is still falling. That's crazy. SPY should be literally pushing right now. We should be seeing 684.50 to 685. Something is a little off right now. They should be pushing. Buyers literally should be pushing up towards 85. Like I said, the only thing that's in your way right here is you do have that 50 SMA still holding up as a lot of weight. Because every time you go up towards that 50 SMA, you can never hold above it. You go right back on down. 50 SMA, try to hold it, right back on down. 50 SMA, 50 SMA, 50 SMA, 50 SMA. And I'm starting to see that 90 SMA kind of starting to curl a little bit too. Could we be reversing now? Uh-oh. Could we be reversing? Like I said, buyers lose 84. Yeah, that uptrend, I don't think they're going to possibly be shit out of luck on this one. Because that 50 SMA, we couldn't get on top of it. Every single time. Pull back, pull back, pull back. The only way, buyers going to have to come in aggressive. They're going to have to come in super aggressive. What we got left on this counter? 3 minutes? Because y'all notice that 50 SMA, we can never get on top of it. That 50 SMA is holding a lot of weight. Because every time you try to break above it, pull back, pull back, pull back, pull back, pull back. Look like, oh yeah. Yep, there you go, Chubb. Look right here, boss. That 50 SMA. Look, right at the 50 SMA. There go your pullback. There go that trap. They couldn't do it. I was rooting for them. I was rooting for the buyers. They couldn't do it. They had so many opportunities. So many opportunities. They just couldn't do it. They couldn't hold it. Well, guys, we back in this range again. We got about 2 minutes. And it looks like we're going to be closing underneath. So, man, I'm trying to get the buyers the benefit of the doubt, man. But, because what they're going to have to do is they're going to have to go for a strong push. Because other than that, they're going to just keep tempting these buyers, or tempting the sellers to keep trying to trap them. Look like they may be trying to go for a bigger push, a bigger trap. Let's see. Because now they came down to the VWAP. Look like they may try to go for a stronger push. Look like they went for a bigger bad trap. Damn. So they came down to the VWAP. They came down to the VWAP trying to go for a bigger trap because they should be pushing up 85 to 86. Yeah. So look like what the buyers are trying to do, Chubb. They're trying to create even a bigger bad trap off that VWAP. I'm trying to give them the benefit of the doubt. Because they still got the advantage. Because they still above the VWAP. They still above the 9 and the 20. They should be flipping. This bad boy should be pushing, like squeezing. Because they look like they're trying to create bad traps. They're trying to trying to grab even more buyers. They're trying to grab even more buyers. Because, no, you can see what they're doing. They utilize that VWAP to create even a bigger bad trap on this end and got right back above 84. So now they're back above 84 again. Yep, they were trying to create a bigger bad trap. Okay. Because I was like, because what threw me off what threw me off, Chubb, was because VIX is already setting up for a pullback. Still setting up for weakness. Because that's why I was like, why the hell is the SPY pushing if VIX is still looking like it wants to dump on down? Okay, there we go. There it is. All right. They were setting up for a bigger bear trap. That's what it was. There it is. Bigger bear trap. Because I was like, man, we should have been pushing up towards 86 a long time ago. Yeah, that's what they did, boss. They set up a bear trap at that VWAP. So now they should be squeezing. Because VIX is still falling. SPY should be squeezing up towards that 86. Because, I mean, look at this, guys. VIX has like a bear flag. Look like it still wants to tumble on down underneath 2050 back down toward that $20 range. Because, I mean, look at this. VIX looks bearish while SPY should be setting up for a bullish move. Because we kept talking about 84. So that's what they did. They set up a bigger bear trap right at that VWAP. Got right back on top of 80. They protected 84 once again. This bad boy should be squeezing. Like, it should be squeezing like crazy right now. We should be breaking back. We already broke back through 84.50. We got to break through 85 up to 85.50 to 86. This is crazy. Because look at VIX. VIX is falling, and why is this thing not squeezing? This is crazy. Chubb, you see this, right? VIX is still looking weak because you know they do the opposite of one another. If VIX is falling, SPY should be squeezing. I still think they may go for a squeeze because, I mean, your indicators are still tightening up. I think they're about to go for a short squeeze. Look like they may go for a short squeeze. Because look at your indicators. Your indicators moved up, the 9 and the 20. Yeah, they're going for a short squeeze. They're trying to go from these indicators up to that 200. So, now they're doing it. Okay, now they're doing it. There you go. There go the short squeeze. Because I was about to say. So, they did survive the 84 pullback. Yep, there you go. There you go. Because, I mean, look what VIX is doing. Because I'm like, if VIX is falling, SPY should be pushing. All right, now we finally got out of that range. There go your indicator squeeze. There we go. So finally got out of the range. You remember I told you guys, if those buyers had it, as long as they held 84, they have room to run up to 86. And there go your indicator squeeze from your 3 indicators, your 9, your 20, and your 50, now going up towards that 86. There we go. Cause like I stated, the buyers had the advantage. Because they was above the VWAP, above the 9, above the 20. And I seen the indicator squeeze right here. So that's what they doing. Okay. It just took some time. It just took some time right here. Took a little bit of time. But they finally got it. Because again, they survived. They held 684. Because that was key. Remember I told you guys that was key. Hold above 684. Buyers have it. Got back above 684. Next thing we want to see is that push up to 686. They should be pushing. This bad boy should be pushing with no doubt. They should be pushing now from this point. Because, I mean, you're above the 50 SMA. Because you're above all your indicators right now. Other than the 200. You're above the VWAP. You're above the 9. You're above the 20. And you're above the one of the strongest ones, which is the 50. You're above the 50 now. Now it's in the buyer's advantage. Could be making a little miniature bull flag. Could be making a miniature bull flag. Could be making a miniature bull flag now. What time does count close out? In about almost a minute and a half? Yeah. So it looks like they may be setting up a bull flag. Because now being above that 50 SMA, now they may trade. Now what they may try to do, guys, is try to set up another bear trap now. Because now the buyers have it. The buyers have it now to their advantage. Because that means even if we pull back, now they can trap buyers or trap sellers off of the 50, the 9, the 20, even the 84 50s. Because now they can set up another trap. So let's see if that's what they're going to try to do. Because you're already above 85. That's good. And you're already above the 50 SMA. So now it's going to work into the buyer's advantage at this moment. It's going to work in the buyer's advantage. Because think about it, guys. You're above our indicators. They survived. They held the VWAP. Because you already know that's key. They survived the VWAP. Got back on top of the 9, the 20. And then if you notice, your 9 EMA is curling right back on up. So the 9 EMA is no longer at the bottom, which SPY was following it. But notice the 9 EMA is now slowly crossing over the 50. I mean the 20. Now trying to slowly cross above the 50. So it's trying to go back to being a leader. And you already know once the 9 EMA becomes the leader, what you already know what the market is going to do. So kind of like this, for example. You notice how the 9 EMA was at the bottom, was showing less value. What did the market do? The market followed it. Now the minute that 9 EMA, the blue indicator, crossed and got back above, showing once it regained value, what happened with the market? The market followed it back on up, right? So it was able to cross right back above the 50 SMA, the 20 EMA, back above the VWAP, and notice the market just simply followed that bad boy on up until we lost value again, right back on down. So if you notice, look what it's doing. Notice what it's doing. Oops, sorry. So notice the 9 EMA went from the bottom showing less value, right? Now started to regain value above the VWAP, above the 20 EMA, now above what? The 50. So look all the support you have to work in your advantage now on the long side, where you can now trap shorts now. Look at that. The VWAP worked in their advantage. The 9 EMA and 20 worked in their advantage. Now you're going to have the 50 to work in their advantage. So even if they pull back, now they can set up even a bigger bear trap. Let's see. Because now you got 4 indicators working for you for the long side. VWAP, 20, 9, and now the 50. And all they doing now, if y'all pay close attention, is setting up a little mini uptrend. Now we're setting up a mini uptrend. Now what your indicators are doing are crossing over. Especially now, the next thing that we want to take out is that 200-day moving average, right? Where you do have room to push your way up towards 86 plus, because, your 200-day moving average is all the way up towards 86.60. So right now, we may do an indicator gap fill where you'll go from these indicators and fill that gap up towards that indicator, which is the 200-day moving average. So you'll go from this up to here. So as VIX goes down to its 200-day moving average, you're going to have SPY go up to its moving average. So one is going up to it, the other one is going down to it. And then notice the transition. Look at that. Notice the slow transition, even through the choppiness. You held your main key level that we needed to hold, which was what? 684. That was the main price point that we said we needed. 684. As long as 684 held, that was going to benefit the buyers with room to run up to 686. Now, I know it was a lot of shorts who were dependent on cracking at 684. That's why we needed that strong engulfing red candle to pull, but we couldn't get it. It was every time we tried, buyers would step back in, take advantage of 684, back on up. 684, back on up. 684, back on up, where they kept creating this bear trap. Because sellers could not successfully stay underneath the price point of 684. That's why I kept calling out. We needed what? 684. And as I told you, as long as they held 684, survive it, your next key level on up is going to be 686. And where are we going up to? 686. Doing a what? Indicator gap fill from these indicators up to that indicator. All you're doing is pulling up to it like a magnet. And which we should be seeing, what? 686. So I'm going to go ahead and mark it off to see if we're going to hit it. Let's see, can we get this 86 touch? That's why, like, even through the choppiness, guys, and Chubb and everybody else, on how I kind of figure things out, is if I can't see something really directly, like, the main thing that I stay focused on, even through the choppiness with SPY, was 684. That's one thing I never took my eyes off on. What did I kept calling out? 684, 684, 684. I said if we were to crack 684, then yes, they'll benefit the sellers, because 684 is going to go back to resistance where we can pull back down to 682s and possibly 680s. I said, guys, watch 684. I told you, right, that's going to be key. I said that's going to be very important. I said you're going to see a lot of back and forth, 684, 684, 684. And that's showing up, that's what we did. We kept playing around what? 684, 684. But one thing I kept noticing, even though we were in a choppy position, I kept noticing that we kept getting, like, they was creating bad traps, like right here. They wouldn't allow the sellers to pull back. And I was watching that VWAP the whole time too. I was watching VWAP to see if it was going to hold that VWAP, watching the VWAP. And then another thing that drew my attention was that indicator possible gap that indicate a squeeze. And sure enough, did we not create an indicator squeeze? I told you those indicators were doing this. I started to notice that. I said, guys, we were right in between indicator squeeze between these three. And sure enough, we got it. we got the squeeze. And now we're getting the gap fill. So that's all you gotta do, guys. Just take your time and just kind of understand. First understand where your pivot point is. You got to understand where your main price point is. That's gonna, create a lot of a reaction. The main area that I kept screaming out was what? 684. All right, guys, my alert just went off. Why my thing ain't sound off? It hit it, but my alert didn't go off. Oh, now it's all late. Why delayed on that? So there go your 686, guys. So there go to your squeeze up towards that 200 day. There you go, 686. And as you have VIX pulling back down towards this 1974. So let's see how we're looking on the overall chart to see where we're going up now. Where are we going? Where are we going? How are we looking? How are we looking? Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Pushed up to the 200-day moving average on the 1 hour time frame. We know 686 may have a little bit of resistance. There may be a little bit of a little trap right there if they can't break above it. So be mindful of 686. Watch that 686. I'm gonna tell you right now, guys. Watch 686 and 686. Even on the 5-minute time frame is around 686. The 200-day moving average. Sorry, 200-day moving average. So let's see. Because you got to remember where your old tops is located. Where your old tops. So let's see as we're going up to a 686. Because that's going to be another key mark too. That's going to be another key level. 686. That's going to be a mark level. Right up towards the 200. Let's see. Can we get one more green candle up? Let's see. Can they push it? Can they push it? I want to see at least 3 green candles up. I want to see a last one pushing up towards 686. Now, as we push up towards it, question is, will we break it? So 686 so far, 686. Yeah, and I knew it was going to be a little bit nerve-wracking. I mean, right here in that choppiness. That's why I told you guys, just keep your eyes peeled. That's why I told y'all don't look at no other numbers but 684. 684, 684, 684. And like I said, I noticed the indicators creating some type of gap. I mean, like some type of little squeeze. I was noticing that too. That was getting right back on top of the 9 MA, was getting right back on top of the 20. And it looked like it was creating a possible squeeze. So keep in mind what I told you, 686 is going to be key. That's where some more your sellers going to be sitting at. Because notice all we're doing is going on up, going on up, going on up, going on up. Towards where? 686. So keep in mind, you're going to have sellers sitting right around this level now, 686. So that means buyers going to have to, even though we're pulling back, still stay above 684. They're going to still have to hold this key level. Even if we get a pullback, they're still going to have to hold this level. Hold this level, and then go for that push right back up to the upside. Because they want to go for that continuation uptrend if the buyer's going to have it. Because right now, so far, they have it. So far, they have it. They slowly building their way up. Slowly building their way up. You clearly see it. So we know 686 is going to be a brick wall, and you have the 200-day moving average right in front of you. Because I know there's a lot of shorts who's hungry. I know there's a lot of y'all hungry. So, how can we do this, puts or shorts? Remember, how powerful, let me light this level up. How powerful can this level be? Have we encountered this level before? Yes. If we go back, keep your eyes peeled on this one right here. Let's go back a little bit. Have we encountered this level before? Yes, we have. We just talked about it not too long ago. Go back, go back, go back. Right here. 686.28. Pull back. All right, let's go back a little bit. Go back, go back, go back, go back, go back, go back, go back. A little bit. Same price point, right? 686.28. Pull back. 686.28. pull back, and then what did you pull down to? Y'all notice the range? 84, right? 86.28 down to what price point? 84. So puts, y'all know what needs to happen. Y'all know what we need to do. We need to hold it. We need to keep this held up as a brick wall, right? Move your way back down to 684, right? From 684s, you want to drop back down towards the 682s. You can clearly see this whole setup right here. From the 682s back down to the 680s. I mean, look at the setup right here, right in front of you. Look at the little cheat sheet. 686, 684, 684, 682s, 682s, 680s. So, because I know there's a lot of y'all hungry. I know a lot of y'all want puts. I know a lot of y'all want to short. I know y'all do. And look what's happening already. So, we already know. We already ran up towards where? 686.28. And what's going to be next you want to take out? 684, 684s, 682s, down this way. We want to see somewhat of a rinse and repeat that we already got before. That's what we want to see. So we want to make sure that that's going to remain resistance. We want to make sure that's going to remain a double top, even if they were to push back up and try to retest it. We want to keep that bad boy. And look, ain't it like a rinse and repeat from what we just seen? 680, 628. 684. Don't that look like a rinse and repeat? I'll take a screenshot of it. Don't it look like a rinse and repeat? 680, 628, 684. Then a bounce off of 684, 680, 628, back down to 684s. Then you got the crack. 684s, 682s, 682s, 680. So keep in mind, same key area. So let's go back now to where we at. What do you get rejected at? 680, 628, 684. It's a rinse and repeat. It's like a rinse and repeat. It's a rinse and repeat of the same exact numbers. It's rinse and repeat. So as long as that area hold up as resistance, you have room to run it right back on down to what? 684. So if you miss this top, all we want to do now is turn 684 back into resistance, fall back down to the 682s, get a little bounce back on up. Now turn 684 into resistance. Yank them right back on down. For my shorts, that's what you want. That's what you want. You want this area to remain resistance. And you have a little bit of help because you do have the 200-day moving average to help you on the 5-minute time frame. So you do have that. I mean, Tesla already started to turn. You got VIX bounce, trying to get this bounce back on up. So keep in mind, as long as that level holds up as resistance, you know, that 686, 28, 686. Next level you want to go back down and take out now is what? 684. You want to now reverse it. Because I know a lot of y'all hungry for that downside. I know. I see something a little different on my 15 too. That could lead to more downside. We could be reversing soon. Hold up. Let me go to my 1 hour. Wait a minute. I see an upper shadow on the 1 hour. Wait. What time is close out? In about 7 minutes. 7 minutes. I see a huge upper shadow. Oh, I see a huge upper shadow stepping in on this this candle here. Right at that 200. I see something setting up. Cause after this run on up, now could sellers be coming in and then now reversing? Cause I'm seeing some clear signs of possible bullet bearishness coming. I see some clear signs coming after this little run on up. Because I wonder now, could we start to fade? Like the true fade on down now. From 686 back down to the 684. Just kind of like what we've seen before, guys. Let me see. Let me go back to where I had my old setup at. 684.28. What was that on my 5-minute time frame? Yeah, let me go to my 5 on this one. I'm going to take a screenshot on my side so I don't have to keep flipping it. Go back down to the 684. So we may be maybe starting to reverse now. Because it looked like they level holding up again. Let me verify that though. Let me go to my 5. I think it may be it, guys. Let's see. As long as this area holds up as resistance, even if they go up, back up, and create some type of double top, because again, you got that 200-day moving average above your head. This bad boy could start to. So keep that on watch. Let me again, let me verify that real quick on my 5-minute time frame. What was that level at that we just went over? I'm gonna take a screenshot because it does still look a little weak. Where it does look like we still pull back again, and I'm seeing that even on my. Hold up. Oh, hold on. Hey, Mike, Chubb, hold up. Watch this. I just see something on my 5 minutes that I didn't. Yeah, watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Do I have one set up already on here? My 5 minute without the post market and pre market. That's my 15-minute. Let me see. Hold up. See my chart without the post market and pre market. I get another setup. Let me go to the 5-minute time frame real quick. Wait, was that the right one? Yeah, well, it does look like we're. I'm trying to get a clear sign. I'm trying to get a clear sign real quick. Go back to my 15 on this one. Because I know we went up, right around that 86.28. Because you see right here, 86.28 held up a strong support at one time. Now we underneath it, and we got a 200 right above our heads. You know, could we be topping out? Yeah, I'm keeping on watch, boss. I'm keeping on watch. I just want to see something. I just want to see if I want to see how if that level's going to remain resistance. You know, like kind of like a double top. I want to see something. Because like I said, we go back a little bit. That level held up as resistance at one point. Where was that? Right here. See right here, Chubb. That was dated for the 13th, Friday the 13th. That was on a Friday. We ran up to this level. We got rejected, pulled back down to 84. Then we ran back up to that level again. Came back down to 84. We started to reverse. You know what I'm saying? We went up from the 80s all the way up to 86. Got rejected at 86, and then finally started to turn back down from 86 back down to the 80s. That was on Friday the 13th. So now today, where we at? So yeah, so I'm gonna watch this level here. I'm gonna definitely keep this level on watch. Yeah, I mean, if we do like if it is bullish, you know, I'm gonna see, because if we break through this, I mean, yeah, the next key level on up will be towards that 88, 89. So I just want to see, because right now you're still building an uptrend. I mean, 84 is still holding. So I'm still trying to watch everything, trying to keep everything on watch to see. Yep, so they're going, because those buyers gonna have to deal with this level right here. They're gonna have to deal with this little level right here. So, in other words, guys, we're gonna be in another range. We're gonna be in the range from this 84.35 to that 86.28, because that's gonna hold up as some type of resistance at this moment until we either break or get rejected again. Because I mean, you got Tesla turning for sure. I mean, look at Tesla. Tesla got weak. Tesla started to fall right back on down. I'm just trying to find all different types of clues to see, you know, if, you know, how we're going to end the day. You know, if we're going to really push our way back on up, or will we start to really reverse back on down? Because Tesla's already getting weak. That's not holding. And we know it. We know how powerful this level is going to be. So let's see, guys. Let's see. I mean, if you caught this little move here from 84 to 86, I mean, it was a $2 push. I mean, that was still a good profit. Still a good profit on that end. So I'm just trying to see what's about to happen. So I'm trying to watch everything. I'm watching VIX. Like I said, Tesla's already pulling. I'm in short on Tesla. Oh, you ain't tell me. You ain't let me know you got in. I was too busy looking at everything else, trying to I'm looking at SPY. You should have told me you're jumping in. Should have told me that. I would have been possibly jumping in with you on Tesla. I didn't know that. I didn't know you jumped in already. So you got in around the 86, almost 84 sevens back down. I mean, good short. That was a hell of a short. Little sneaky ass. You ain't tell me nothing, Mike. All right, Mike. I see how it is. I see what time it is. Doing sneaky trades behind my back. You cold as ice. That's cool. You want to be selfish and keep the money for yourself? I see that. I get it. But nah. Congratulations, though, Mike. Shout out, boss. Shout out to you, though. Congratulations, man. I was too busy trying to help, traders, help them understand without getting caught in the choppiness to see what was going to be the next setup for SPY. So I was trying to watch everything because I was watching VIX. I was trying to watch the setup. Nah, man. I know you playing. I was messing with you, boss. But no, because I know you kept talking about Tesla. Because I did have my level up. I know what had my level up. We didn't go all the way up to the 4750. We wound up hitting that 200-day moving average and turning. I already started to turn immediately. Yeah, because I was too busy watching this chop zone, to help traders out to, see, the true direction of which way we're going. And still building up an uptrend, so. God dang it, Mike, you should have told me, man. I would have been in with you on that one. I took my eyes off of Tesla. Let's see. It's all good. A lot of them look like they falling. Because Meta, you're back underneath what? 650? Keep in mind, guys, you already know the level on Meta. Meta, you already know 640. You already know 640 was 640 is going to be a powerful level. Very powerful level where you're going to have some good bounces on that one, which it already did this morning. So, Meta at 640 is a very strong area. I mean, you can see time and time again, 640 has always held the pullback and bounce on Meta. Let me see what I can do. I mean, it's still trying to build its way back up. Because, like I said, it's going to be a tough area right here. It's going to be a little tough area. It's going to be trying to fight. Tough area. So I'm just trying to see if it's, if the buy's going to even... What time it is right now? 11? Because when did we reverse last time around that area? But it was way after, that was like, what time was that? That was like afternoon, right? When we got that reversal? Yeah, right here. Because we didn't reverse off of that. No, was it it? No, that's not it. I got the wrong one. Where's that damn level at? Oh, there we go. Yeah, so we didn't reverse until, what time was that? That went until after like noon. That was like 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock. We finally got the reversal. Because for the first half of the market, they pushed their way on up. All the way up toward that 686.28 and stayed in this little pocket, or stayed in this little range. And then after we tested it again, roughly around 1:30, 2 o'clock, then you got the reversal back on down. Finally got the reversal and faded for the rest of the market. So I can't tell you what's gonna happen today. I mean, you're still around that same area today that we dealt with before on the 13th, on a Friday too. And that's the crazy part, on a Friday. So right now, for the first half of the market, we know we're trending up. That's the only thing I can say right now. Just to stay focused on that, we still building an uptrend. Still building an uptrend to the upside. Still building an uptrend to the upside for the first half of the market. Now, as the rest of the market progresses, or we get to that level, could we see a reversal? I mean, we'll just have to see what the market is going to present to us. But as of now, we know that we're upholding an uptrend, trying to push our way back up towards that key level where we had trouble at last Friday. How many Fridays ago? That was, 2 Fridays ago, right? Yeah, 2 Fridays ago. Back at that same key level. That was on Friday the 13th where we had that pullback, that reversal. So we back at the same level again, slowly trying to go for that little retest. Like I said, uptrend still holding, still looking pretty decent. What else we got? Apple, we already know 270. Got to get back above 270. Yeah, I'm looking right at it, Primo. Right back down towards that 1973, 74, right down to the 200-day moving average. 200-day moving average is set for 1950. So, I mean, it is still turning. It is still turning. It is definitely still turning. I mean, bad boy's still weak. Definitely still weak. For Apple, guys, for longs, we need to get back above 270. NVIDIA, which price point was that we need to get back above? 183 to 184. What else? Tesla. We're ready to pull back already. We back towards the 103s. Back towards the 103s. So let's see where we're going now. Oh, what else? I know he brought up. I think Mike or Sterling brought up Amazon. Amazon. We still anticipating that push from 208 to 210. Apple, like I said, 270. Tesla, we just got. If we can get back above 405, that'll help out a lot. From 405 for the possible push back up to 410, that'll help out. AMD. We're already back above 200. We want to see that push back above 204, 206. Like I said, SPY's still holding his own. SPY's still slowly creeping up. First half of the market, we on his uptrend, still going. VIX is on his downtrend, still going down. So we're still pushing. So 84 SL, pull back, reversed his way right back on up. So right now it's uptrending. Definitely uptrending right now. So remember we talked about the bear trap? We said once we ran on up, now they can use these bottoms to the best of their ability. Use those indicators for pull bear traps or push back on up. There you go. 84, right back up towards the 85, 86. Now, question is, will we have enough buyers to blast past this level that took us out 2 Fridays ago, or will this remain a brick wall? That's going to be a question. You kind of see it starting to hesitate as it's approaching closer and closer, starting to hesitate a little bit. But this is the area for longs that we're going to need to break. We're going to need to break above that price point to get that push up back up towards the 88s and so forth. So right now they're still holding. So I give them that. Yep, close right on top of 85. What was it, 85.10ish? Close right on top of it. Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out the pattern, guys. I'm just trying to slow look at this pattern to see what's going to be next. Because, I mean, because I'm not trying to be negative. It's like, even though we pushing back up, it just does still seem like it's going to run into some type of resistance for a possible, with capital P, reversal. Where we get this little, first half of that market up in green, and then we get into a strong area where we reverse back on down. I mean, that's how it looked like it's setting up. I'm trying to find one, for example, where we did go up at one point, for the first half of the market, and we reversed. Almost something like this. I mean, I know it's not to the extreme, but you see what I mean? How we ran up for the first half of the market, then we wound up hitting resistance, and then we started to slowly turn at the end of the market. Was that I think that was that 86 one. That 86, that was Friday 13. Yep, Friday 13. That's it right there. From 680 up toward that 686 for the first half of the market. And then after 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, then we started to slowly shift. Let me put the, let me change that price point. Let me change this to 686 because that's what we rejected at. Let me change that price point. I could add it because I can keep this price point because I don't want to keep changing my. All right, let me duplicate that real quick, and I'm gonna put. Oops, it's rectangle. 686.28, right? 686.28. Yep, right at those tops, right here. And then we wind up after we had that 3 candle push. Then we wind up reversing 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, back down to the downside. So that's what I'm trying to figure out. Because I know we got this first candle. Because we have a strong resistance right at that level. I'm telling you. We have a strong area right here. That's that same level from 2 Fridays ago. Same key level right here. So that's what I'm trying to figure out. Is it going to continue up? Or could we start to actually reverse back on down now? Now that we, hit around that area, now could we start to see that candle change, sellers start to come in? That's what I'm trying to figure out. See? Told you. Why would I lie to y'all? See? Same key area. Same key area. So I want to see. Because I know right now we still holding an uptrend despite the pullback. Because we still holding 84. So that's why I want to see what's about to happen, like right here. You know, only time will tell, guys. Only time will tell. Like I said, I know that area where they need to break. It looked like it's starting to get a little weak because it's starting to gap down now. See what I mean? See, that's why I was watching carefully to see if we was going to continue on up, or now will sellers start to now come in and start to reverse this bad boy. That's what I'm trying to figure out. Because I know. Where you at now, Tesla, boss? Let me see. Oh, what you aiming for? Mike, what you aiming for? 400? What's your next targeted area? 400? Because we already underneath what was that 4370? We underneath that one. Yeah, 4370, because that was that old support line that we had before. Yeah, right here. So you're underneath that one. So how low can we go? Damn, where are the lows at on this one? All the way down to where? Okay. I think that was dated for the 24th, Mike. On Tesla, those pre-market, you had some like pre-market lows. I think like around 97.50-ish. 97.50 down to 95. I'm gonna have to look at my 1 hour time frame. Cause I mean, cause this bad boy look like he's making a big old cup. Let me double check that. Cause I think I'm watching SPY to see what's about to happen around that level, to see if they're not gonna be setting up a bull trap and start to reverse it. Cause it looked like that's, I'm telling you, cause it looked like it's still like an inverted cup. Guys, am I lying? Does it still look like an inverted cup where it looked like after this run on up, sellers could be gearing up to start to possibly, like I said, possibly, I'm not, we got to see, they'll possibly reverse it back on down. Because it still looked like it wants to aim back this way. That's why I'm watching this 86, 84. Because if you crack 80, 84, that's going to put it back in that range, back down to the 82s. That's why I'm just watching it, because it just, that's why right here, I'm watching to see if that's going to create like a, look, let me draw it out. This is what I'm kind of, almost like a downtrend trap, almost like this, almost like a downtrend trap, like right at that 86.28, where now we could be seeing red candle step in to pull it back down this way. That's why I just want to see it, well, get it confirmed. Get that confirmation. Let me take a look at Mike's chart on Tesla. Tesla got an inverted cup. I mean, look at that. Oh, it's head and shoulders. That shit is like a straight head and shoulders pattern on that one. Your bottoms, true bottoms, all the way back down towards like 97. Yeah, Mike. So we could fall back down even lower, below 400s. Look at your 1 hour. You had those pre-market bottoms. That was around like 96, and then you had the day before, which came down to like 94. Well, this bad boy, I can close out that cup all the way back down this way with more room to possibly still fade on down. Mike, you see it? You see it on my chart? Look, we had these bottoms here, and if we go all the way down, it's going to close out an inverted cup. You got these lows down towards these lows. So if that bad boy keeps tumbling down to 400, down towards that 97, 96, that's going to close out that cup. So, I mean, it's a possibility. I'm going to keep it on watch too. Let me see. Because you got that level here and this level here. You got like two of them. You got like this one. If we get this full closeout, that'll be cup number one right here. Right around that 697, 696. And then you have even this one towards the 694s, 695s. Well, we can get that little nice little fade. It's somewhere around that bracket where it look like we still get some more fading coming. So, look like what we need to crack is 4250. From 4250 down towards the 400s. Yeah, so if we crack 4250, yeah, we could definitely possibly see more downside towards that 400 level. So I agree with you on that. So 4250 needs to crack. 4250 down to the possible areas of 400. So SPY, I'm still watching this little range just to see what's about to happen. To see if those sellers are going to, guard this level, or will we actually, break out of it. Because I just want to get this confirmation to see. I just want to get confirmation because I don't want to jump the gun. Like if this remains resistance, I just want to start to see a, lower high build. I want to start to see it top out where we start to pull back down. So go from an uptrend to a possible downtrend. But I'm gonna keep it on watch because we'll see. Because the way this is, it's still building an uptrend at this time. Could they break it? Could they break out above that price point? It's a possibility. Could they get trapped at this price point and pull back down? It's a possibility. So we're gonna have to see what's gonna happen here. But again, if you caught the 94s back up to the 96, it's still a good profitable situation where still banked on it. Because you still got VIX still falling. VIX is still falling down towards that 1974. Towards 1974. So you just got the slow build up still going on SPY. So it's still coasting up. That's why I want to see what's going to happen right as we get right in this level. Because that means once VIX gets around this 200 moving average, we'll buy step in to go for a possible bounce back up. Which means that will be equivalent to SPY's rejection here for that pullback down. So if VIX was to come down and these buys come in and reverse it back on up, which would create a U shape, that means that SPY should create a cup up here, back down that way. So that's what I'm just trying to figure out what's about to happen. Because again, we know how powerful that level is because we've seen it held on Friday, 2 Fridays ago, where sellers came in, repeatedly at that price point. I just want to see if that level is going to hold up again for another Friday. That's basically what I'm just trying to analyze. Stop loss hit on Tesla, still left in green, man. Shout out to you. Nah, that's still good, boss. Still good. That's still good. That's still a good job. Great, hell of a job. Congratulations on your trade. That level. Let me see how I can figure out that range. What was the range on that one? I want to say it was 100 to 400 to 405 with a mid area of 402.50, I think. And that's why we got that bounce of 402.50 back up. But you got to keep in mind though, Mike. Keep in mind, I know you had a stop loss. Do me a favor real quick. On your 5-minute time frame, go back to yesterday's bottom. That should put you around 403.70. So even though we're running back on up, let's see if that 43 right around this 403.70. What was the bottom, like the low in our candle? That was 43.80. No, it ain't right. That's highs. Let me see. What was the lows? 66. 43.66. Let me see. 43.66. Oops. 43.66 from yesterday's bottoms where we had that bottom bounce that was around. Yeah, okay. So what to do is take that price point, right, and go over to today. Let's see if those buys are going to re-break back above it where we can reutilize it for support, or let's see if there's going to be a trap, where those sellers can be waiting for those buyers and flip it back down. So see, look, upper shadow, look. So let's see if the sellers can now utilize that price point to trap the buyers back down. So let's see as we go on up. Let's see when they stall them out, breakout failure. Well, we can hit up here, see a possible green or red move back down. So let's see if those bottoms, yesterday's support, is going to hold up for today's resistance. So here we go, guys. Here we go on VIX. So we pull it back down to the 200-day moving average towards that 1974. So I want to see what's about to happen to see if that's going to remain resistance or will we actually break above it. Now, we break above it. Yeah, we can utilize it to the best of our ability for that possible push, continuation move up from 686.28 back up towards the 688s, 690s, and so forth, and get that full reversal. But we need to break out of this first, in order for us to get that continuation. But I want to see if this is going to remain resistance, where we will be blocking buyers, or will we break out of it? Because I just want to see what's going to be the next setup from here. Is basically what I'm saying. Mike, what I told you. So far, look. Bam, called it. Mike, wasn't that not spot on? 4366. Trap, look at that. Bam, Mike, what I told you. Trap worked, didn't it? 40366 on Tesla so far. So let's see. As long as they keep them underneath, let's see if they're going to succeed with it, though. We did get a little pullback underneath. It held up as resistance. They did flip the trap on them. They did flip the trap. See, all I'm doing, guys, is watching this level as we slowly creeping up to it. I just want to see, is this going to remain resistance, or will we break out? Now, we break out, then yes, we can play the continuation on up towards the upside as we get a full reversal back up towards 88 and up towards that 90. Boss, I told you, Mike, what I told you. That's why I told you, look on your 5-minute time frame when we had that bounce yesterday. Because now being underneath it, to see if now the seller's going to create a bull trap, and look what happened. Mike, I told you, boss. I told you. And look what happened. And there go your reversal. Called it. Called it. Called it. Called that bad boy. That was good. That was sweet. Oh, you had it, Mark? Well, so why you put your stop loss on that one? You still could have been in it. I mean, don't get me wrong. You still got room, for a fade. I mean, you still got room for a nice fade because now what you need to do is crack underneath 402.50 from 402.50 back down to 402. Because the goal is to go from 402 back down to the 400s. So that's the thing. So let's just see, can we get that further fade? Well, let's see, can we get that crack underneath 402 for that possible move back down to 400? Where we can just get this continuation sell off. But I told you that 40366 was going to be resistance. I told you. Hey, he said Friday when green, leave green. No. Hey, long as you bank, Mike, long as you bank, boss, that's all that matter. You took the meat of the move. Guys, what I told you, I'm watching SPY to see. All I'm trying to do is watch to see. I'm watching very carefully to see if this uptrend is going to continue, or we're going to soon start to slowly reverse. That's all I'm watching. So Mike, me and Money Mike called out this little rebound, bounce, bull trap test on Tesla at 40366. Came up, got trapped, right back on down. Called that was a beautiful call out. So we just got to crack 402. If those sellers get cracked 402, we do have room to fall down to that 400. Because like I said, the true bottoms I seen on Tesla was all the way back down towards all the way back down this way towards the 96 to 94s. Because again, if we can get this successful pull all the way back on down, I mean, and also Mike, if you look at it like this too, even on this 1 hour time frame, you got like a downtrend setup where this downtrend could continue. I mean, think about it, because you done took this area here on the 1 hour, this low, now reversed it, turned it into resistance. Right about that area we just talked about, that 66, right about here. 40366 that we were just talking about. Turn support now into resistance, because it looked like it could be setting up for that next. Okay, ooh, Mike, think about it too, boss. I just noticed something. It could be setting up for the second leg down, because pre-market you already got the first leg, right? From roughly 409, 408. You got that fade on down towards the 403s, right? That's leg number 1. After we got that bounce on up, all it did was create a bull trap more buyers, and could be setting up for the second leg on down. So you already got, Mike, you see it? You already got leg number 1 here, pre-market, right? It could be setting up for an intraday leg down, where you could be, let's see, and if that does go according to plan, let's do a measure move on how low could we go. Let me see. From these tops, I'm going to try to see how I can measure this out. I'm going to possibly take this one, make a duplicate copy to see on how low can we go the opposite way. So, to see can we get a measured move based off of this move here. I might need to make it a little bit bigger though. Hold on, I might have did that wrong. I might need to stretch it out just a little bit more. Let me see, because I want to get the accurate measurement. What was these bottoms? Bottoms, like something like this. Now let me measure it out one more time. All right, duplicate copy and go down this way. Bam! Bam! Mike, look how perfect. Look. That was perfect. I measured it out and look what it came down to. My price point, those lows. 96. Boss, look how perfect that was. I measured this move out here. Right? Look. I measured the move out from pre-market down to these bottoms, right? Right where we had that first green candle. I took a duplicate copy. and then went underneath. And look where it fall under. Look where it fall around. That next measured move. 96.62. Back down to these bottoms. That'll be your possible second leg down, boss. Based off of measured moves from pre-market's measured move here. Now intraday's measured move. Where we could get a possible. That is sick. Wow. And all I did was just measure the moves from here, and then now measured it from this the bottoms of these this way, and look where it came down at, perfectly towards these bottoms. That is crazy. That's sick. That was a sick measurement. That's crazy. I mean, it's possibility. Possibility we could fall down. I mean, like I said, once we get that crack on knee, we need 402 pullback down to the 400s, and then after that, you'll come back down to these low areas, which will complete that cup. That'll close out the cup back down this way. That'll give us a measured move. I know, and I know, guys, it's oversold. I know it's oversold, but that bad boy is still pulling. I mean, it's oversold, but it's still yanking. So, I mean, it could come down. I mean, and then think about it, guys. Going into next week, if we were to get a pullback down on Tesla, back down to these, and if you're long buyers, that could be a psychological area where you can step in, you know, to buying opportunities for the move back up. So, we can pull back down, because think about it. This level here is turned into resistance. So you could fall all the way back down to these key areas, right? Going into next week, where you can reverse back up towards that 603.66. I mean, 43.66. I mean, think about it like that, guys. Y'all got to think about it, you know, ahead of time. You got to think about it in that case scenario. So for my Tesla traders, even though we get a pull back down, you got to think about the psychological levels where buyers stepped in. Think about it. Oops. So if we pull back down, and this is a liquidity grab, where the buyers would step in around the 90, 94, 96, you have room to run your way back up towards this low here, right? Bam. Well, you can still make money from this bottoms back up towards this top. That's almost, if you think about it, in reality, that's almost like a $10 move back up. Think about it, guys. From 94 back up to almost 404, that's damn near $10. Why not? That's almost a $10 grab, a $10 pull back, push back up to the upside. Look at these psychological levels, right? Where buyers can utilize these two particular areas for a liquidity grab for the move back up towards the 403.66, right close to 404. 94 to 404, that's damn near $10 back up. Think about it. Just saying. Gotta think ahead. Think ahead of time, guys. Think ahead, man. And look at this, still turning. Measure move on down. Pulling back towards these areas like a magnet where buyers could be waiting. So take advantage and understand your psychological levels. What did we fall underneath? Where did those sellers come in again? They took a psychological level, which was your low right here, guys. 403.66. Mike is a witness to that. They ran it on up. 403.66. Caught the rest of those buyers. And now trying to go for that next leg down based off of this measure move we got from pre-market into intraday. And you guys saw me measure it out from the move that we already made from pre-market into intraday, and all I did was just take that level, moved it on down, and look where we came out at. Right at my price point. Look at that. Right at my price point. I know y'all can't see it because it's in gray. 90. Matter of fact, I gotta do this. Let me put it in white. I don't know why the hell I got it. I got it in gray anyway. My bad. I wasn't even thinking. Don't judge me. Today Friday. All right, let me put it in white so it'd be clearer to see. My fault. My fault, guys. My bad. Like I said, my back hurt. I'm all over the place. My mind all gone. But yeah, so think about this measure move down towards this, guys. And then again, think about where the buyers came in at the most. Think about what we had red to greens. You had red to greens. So as we pull back on down, yeah, you can take advantage on the short side back down, which is not bad because that'll be a damn near almost a $10 drop back this way. Well, close to it because you'll have 404, right? Down towards the 96s, and if you do crack 96s, you do have 94s. So start from this area. That turn went from support to now resistance, where now you're going for the possible next leg down. You already got leg number one from pre-market intraday, beginning of intraday. Now you may get that continuation pullback this way. With 9 trades at 6. Ooh, shout out to my G. Shout out to man, Money Mike. Let me give you some love, boss. Shout out to you. Job well done, man. My goat, man. And look where we at right now, Mike. Even on Tesla, as we talked, we underneath 4,250. Remember, I forgot to turn my thing on. From 4250 down to 402. Remember, we just talking about this. Where's that? So once we crack 402, all we doing is going on that second leg down. Second leg down. For those who caught that 4366, shout out to y'all. Now, all you're doing now is anticipating this crack underneath 402 and get this continuation fade. So right there was a good entry for a put. As long as you stay underneath that 4366, now we just want to get this continuation fade. Shout out to y'all. Now with SPY, I'm still watching this area like a hawk. This 686.28. Mike, so did you primarily focus on Tesla's trades more? You know, as far as your 9 trades? But I mean, shout out to you on that. So was that the main focus? And I'm just saying that so, you know, like of other traders are interested or trying to understand on how you trade, like kind of get them idea or like what do you mainly focus on? Like what's your money maker? And you know, like if you do primarily focus on Tesla, then and I'm saying if they want to take that into consideration and to kind of following that, then they need to study up on how Tesla moves. And me and you always talk about Tesla all the time. Like, guys, I always talk about Tesla, how Tesla moves. Tesla, Amazon. Okay, got you. Oh, another thing, Mike, do you trade when it comes down to Tesla? Do you do Tesla itself, Tesla's contract itself, or do you use like a TSLL? Because I know TSLL is this long. I know it moves a little different than what Tesla moves. Still good contracts, but they just move a little slower and a little bit differently. So I just was asking. Okay, Tesla. Okay, gotcha. Okay, appreciate you, boss. Yeah. Because I was testing TSLL, you know, for people small contracts that can't afford certain areas, so they don't go too far out of the money. So that was another thing. And guys, you still got that fade on Tesla. I'm still watching SPY tops. I'm still watching this as we crossing over. Right now it's 11 o'clock. So as we crossing over to 2 o'clock, as we are, you know, getting closer to lunch hours, guys, watch this level here to see how, you know, what's going to happen and see what type of volatility is going to move in. Just pay close attention right around here as 12 o'clock rolls in from like 12 to 1. You know, so let's just see. Watch this level very carefully. Because like I said, as VIX moves down to its 200-day moving average, let's see if they're going to try, if buyers are going to try to hold 1974. Because you got to keep in mind that around this level on VIX, bottoms is going to be equivalent to SPY's tops, right? So that means as we come down here, let's see if we're going to have pullback failure or, you know, where it's going to hesitate to crack. And let's see if this one is going to have, if it's going to hesitate to push. Because that means that those bottoms here on VIX is going to be equivalent to SPY's top. Now, we successfully crack them down. Yes, we should be breaking through this and moving our way on up, you know, towards the 88s and 89s and so forth. But I know how powerful this level can be because we saw this before 2 Fridays ago where we ran up to this area and we started to get that strong reversal back down. So what I'm thinking is all those sellers are going to psychologically play out that same key level that we played with before. So what I'm trying to see is now, you know, especially on being on the Friday, as lunch hours rolls in, to see if they're going to start to kind of play around this level for a little minute. Because we seen it before. We've seen this happen before. So again, if we go back on the 13th, Friday the 13th, where's that? Right here. See? So that was around, crossing over to 12 o'clock. So they played around it. 12 o'clock. Oh, man, boss, you too, man. Mike, I'm going to be there. Mike, I'll be there tonight because I think Kevin's supposed to be hosting. It's going to be me, Sterling, and a lot of other guys. I'll be there, man. But I got to get my, you already know how we do on that stream. So I got to get my, you know what I'm talking about. So I'll be there, though. I'll be there. But congratulations on your profits, Mike. And I just want to tell you, boss, thank you for everything that you do. And not just that, man. Let me go ahead and hook you up, man. Because you've been holding things down. Let me go ahead and hook you up, man. I got you, boss. Let's see. I got you money, Mike. Hold on, before you even leave, I got you, boss. So welcome to the Mod Squad, boss. Because, I mean, you always putting in work. You always calling, man. So salute to you, man. Welcome to the Mod Squad. So, man, guys, show Mike some love, man. So, show Mike some love. And as usual, guys, W Team and W Mod. And shout out to the new mod, Mike, who has hit the floor on the YouTube stage. So, Appreciate you, my GOAT. Appreciate you, boss. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate you for doing a job well done. Because, I mean, you're always helping out, man. So thank you for everything you do, man. Appreciate you, boss. Thank you, man. You're always calling out great plays and even helping me at times when I'm not watching everything. I mean, like you calling out Tesla but thank you for that, man. But you always putting in work, man. So I got to give credit to where credit is due. Shout out to Money Mike, man. Thanks so much, boss. All right, let's see, guys. All right, we getting closer and closer. All right, so let's see. Oh, I lost focus that quick. My fault. I lost focus that quick. My bad, guys. Yeah, so, okay, so last Friday, 2 Fridays ago, Friday the 13th, right? We ran up towards 680, 684. I'm 28, right? And we stayed in this little range between that price point and 84. We stayed in that range. We stayed in that range from, we started at what, 12 o'clock, roughly 12 o'clock, and didn't start to really, sellers really didn't come in until, what, 1:30, almost 2 o'clock? And then you got that yank on down. So they stayed in this little area for almost an hour and a half, something like that. So what I want to see is now that we're around the same key area, you know, are we going to play around this area again, kind of do the same exact thing we did 2 Fridays ago. Well, we couldn't break out. We pulled back down to 84s, kind of stayed in this little range, and then fade. So that's what I want to see what's going to happen. See what I mean? See how I was hesitating already, and it's not even 12 o'clock yet. I'm going to see what type of volatility is going to move in. I mean, like I said, it's 50-50. You know, if buys are going to step in today, you know, could we push up? Could we break above it? Yes, we could break above it and focus on the 80s, you know, 688s up to 690s and so forth. However, if they can't break out, then that's going to put us in a range between 686 back down to 684, which now your VWAP has moved up to 684, which we could see a little bit of choppiness, all range, where we'll ping pong back and forth until we can figure out what's going to be the next setup for the second half of the market. So right now, we know for the first half, we went up. You know, we wind up holding. We wind up surviving. Went from, you know, the 682s, 684s. And look right here, what I told you. See what I mean? See what I told you I was keeping an eye on? I told you. VIX bottoms is going to be equivalent to SPY's tops. See what I mean? So that's why I was telling you to keep your eye on this one, because this level has played out before. Well, we played around this area, but you know, where we bounced back and forth between 86, 84, 86, 84, and then we wind up reversing back on down for the second half of the market. So all I'm trying to see is psychologically if sellers are going to reutilize this same price point again. You know, just kind of play it out, you know, trap the buyers, wear them out, and then start the reverse down again. So that's all I'm trying to just see. To see, you know, to not get caught in the choppiness, where I can have a better opportunity, you know, and more of a profitable opportunity when you versus just, you know, getting caught in the back and forth, ping pong, scalping, where we can get a true direction, ride the direction, and let the movement work for us in our favor. So right now we're starting that rinse and repeat that we got 2 Fridays ago that we just talked about. Matter of fact, let me make a duplicate copy because I'm gonna post it and I'm gonna just so I can have it. Don't have to keep flipping back and forth for you guys. So let me I'm gonna put it on my side and I'm gonna just take a screenshot. Where you at? 90. What was it? 86. I'm too high. Let me on this damn thing. Let me see. Oh, there we go. 86. I'm trying to screenshot the wait, why the hell? Wait, why is my I don't see my lines on this damn thing. Wait a minute. Did I go too far back? Oh, okay, that's why. I was about to say, that's why I couldn't see it. I went too far back. I was about to say, because I'm like, I know I had those lines drawn out on there. I'm just trying to go back to that Friday the 13th, take a screenshot, and so we can talk about the same key levels. There we go. I got it, guys. I got it. So I'm gonna take a screenshot on my end, and I'm gonna post it on this side, so we can watch. We can watch together, now in the present. All right. So I don't have to keep going back and forth, because that shit is annoying. It's too annoying. Hey, looking at that repeated crap. go to downloads, and I'm gonna put SPY number 2. All right, and then just take that exact picture and bring it up. All right, downloads, and we can see it from a still picture point of view. See what I mean? So I took a screenshot of it. Same exact area, same exact area. Friday the 13th, Friday the 27th. So all I'm trying to do is show y'all this is the same exact area where we hit 2 Fridays ago. And look what's happening. See that psychological level? See that? Psychological level. Now your sellers are coming in. See what I mean? Almost the same exact setup. We tested around this area, pull it back down, 84s, then you bounce back up, 86. 86 held up as resistance, created a double top, and then we got that flush all the way back down. So now y'all see what I'm saying. That's why I said I was just watching this area to see can we get a rinse and repeat. 86 right now, it's holding up as resistance at this time. So it is holding up at this moment. And you can see that pullback. It's like a rinse and repeat, ain't it? So rinse and repeat. And Tesla, there go that 4366 for that possible next leg on down that we just talked about. So if you missed that one, let me see. But they both got good setups. I mean, right now as far as pullbacks. Because I think, like I said, Tesla does have room to still pull back down to that 400 level. So, I mean, like I told you guys, don't count that out. I still think Tesla has room to pull. Just don't count that bad boy on out. I'm trying to figure out which contract. Let me see something. I'm trying to see the difference. I'm trying to see how well it moves. Let me see. It was pretty decent. And look at SPY. Told you guys. They both setting up for pullback. See how we just took our times? And I told you. VIX bottoms was going to be equivalent to what? SPY's tops. Now you see what I mean? I told you. Why would I lie to y'all? Why would I lie to y'all? So I told you how to just gear yourself up and get ready for things, man. How to properly prepare yourself for these setups, man. So you don't miss out. I told you guys we went over the same exact area we had 2 Fridays ago from 686.28 down to that 684. Well, you're gonna stay in this little range until it makes the true decision. Now sellers come in hungry. Like just say for instance, they come in aggressive, and we get that full pull. That means that 86 has successfully held up as resistance. I mean, but we called it. We called it from tops back on down. We called that to a T. Y'all gotta give me credit for calling that out, man. Come on now. Y'all gotta give me credit for calling out that psychological level. Because I knew it was a lot of shorts who was waiting. Shorts, y'all gotta give me credit for giving y'all heads up on what price point to look at. Come on now. Y'all gotta give me love, man. I hooked y'all up. I hooked y'all up on that one. I hooked y'all up. Give me credit. Give me credit. Give your boy some love, man. I called it. So y'all didn't have to go chasing. And y'all knew exactly what to trade. Or what price point to trade. There you go. Y'all welcome. Tesla, y'all welcome. I don't know what else y'all want from me. I done gave y'all heads up on both of these bad boys. Tesla and SPY. I told y'all what to look out for. I told you. Tesla, I told you. As long as you stay underneath 403.66, look for that next leg on down to what price point? 400. SPY, I told you to watch that 686.28, but that possible move back down to what? 684. Didn't they not both just happen? Did I not just call out both of them at the same time? I told you. Don't doubt the process. Gotta have faith in it, baby. Faith in the process. Trust the process. Just gotta give it time. Just be patient. Don't force anything. And there go yo, again, setting up for a possible second leg pullback. And as I told you with SPY, you're going to be in a range in between 86, 84. Same exact key area. That's crazy, huh? Look, where my picture at? That's crazy how we pull back in that same exact area that I just talked about. Crazy, huh? Crazy, huh? Crazy, huh? Crazy, huh? Same exact area. It's up to y'all to take advantage of it. I mean, I told y'all. That's how I told y'all. Trust the process, baby. Trust the process. Don't sleep on it. What we got left on this candle? And y'all already closing down underneath what price point? Bam. Third red candle down. There go your tops. Pull back to those bottoms. You're welcome. Y'all welcome. Y'all welcome. I do what I can. I do what I can. I do what I can. I can only do so much though. Y'all welcome though. Anything for the team. Anything for the team. I got y'all, man. Y'all know this. All right, what's Tesla next level? Like I said, we need to crack 400, and then from 400, you got down to the 96 to 94. That'll be your next possible key levels that we need, that we need to take out. SPY, you need to crack back underneath 84. That'll put you back in that range, and we already know what we're trying to go down to is 682s to the 680s. So there go your VIX, popping his way back on up. And there go your SPY, curling his way back on down. I told you to watch this time. I told y'all to watch that price point. I specifically so I told you, keep that on watch because you got the VWAP, not VWAP, you got the 200-day moving average right there too that could help out. I said, watch this level to see if that level is going to hold up again. Because I told you, we dealt with that. Damn. Look at, oh, what the hell was that? Talking about Tesla. The hell was that misprint coming from? That was a fake out. I just noticed that too, but I still think that bad boy gonna pull back underneath 400. Think that was a fake out, real fake out. Let's see if they're gonna continuously pull back down after that. Like I told you, SPY watch from 686 to 684. I guess again, as long as this level hold, we may be in a low range until it makes a true decision for the second half of the market. Second half of the market. Tesla, there go your pullback on that one. Let's see, can we get that continuation sell off at this little? So let's see, can we get it, guys? Let's see, can we get it? We want to crack underneath where we at right now, 41. What price point we need to stay underneath? Well, we already underneath 402. We're already underneath 402 level. Came down to these lows, didn't we? Yeah, it came back down to those exact lows. That's why you got that little bounce. Intraday lows right there. Just need to crack that bad boy. What's the lows on that? Keep on watching SPY too, guys. Watch your 84s. 400 and what? 90. So we need to crack that one. So we need to crack that 90 level. Crack that level. Need to crack that floor. And then on down we'll go. Because that should create a third red candle. Just like SPY. Should see 3 red candles setting up possibly. Should be trying to create a third red candle on down. Even Tesla should be creating a third red candle on down. So we should be. If that selling is going to continue. Let's see, can we get candle number 3 on both of them? Because that candle should be pulling right to that VWAP on SPY. Should be candle number 3. Red candle number 3. Should be pulling. There you go. Should be third candle number 3. I mean, red candle number 3. Now, you may have a little bit of interruption at the VWAP because you may have some buyers trying to, step in right here. So do be mindful of that. You did have room to go from that 686 down to the 628, just what we talked about. So, watch your VWAP. Now, for more downside, we need to crack 684, fall back in this old range that we started off this morning with for that pullback down to 682 because we want to reverse. We want to create now a transition. Go from an uptrend now to a downtrend. So we want to create what? Lower highs. We want to create lower highs. We already got the first point. Now we want to create a downtrend for intraday. So even if it was to go for a bounce back on up, we want to trap those buyers and go back down even lower. 82s and 80s. Tesla, like I told you, want to crack that 490 down to the 400s because I again told you we have room to fall back down to the downside. So we should be seeing 3 green candles on VIX 3 red candles on SPY, 3 red candles on Tesla. So there y'all go. That should be candle number 3 right underneath that low. Right underneath that low. Underneath that 490 with room to still pull back to 400. So still got room to still pull back. SPY, like I told y'all, look for 84. Because yeah, that's your three red candles down. Always count your candles. 3 red candles down. So there you go. All right. Now, where I already know y'all gonna ask me, man, what we gonna bounce at and reject, and I already know that's coming. Remember, you gotta keep in mind, what price point did we have trouble getting above before? 685. So keep in mind, 685, as long as you stay underneath, it could be a possible bull trap to go even lower, but it can trap even more buyers for even a stronger pullback. Keep that in mind, 685. 685, and where you want to fall back down into is into the 684s. The goal for sellers, you want to fall back in this range because you already did a range breakout. You want to fall back in that range for now a range crack down. You rotated out of the range towards the upside. Now the goal is to rotate back in that channel towards the downside. So you want to do a lower rotation versus an upper rotation. So this is what you need to do. So we already got the rotation out of this range upward. What you want to do now is go back in this range and now rotate downward. That's what you want to see. So you want to see a lower rotation versus an upper rotation. So as we go back on up, we want to create some type of bull traps, trap those buyers. Because again, I told you to be mindful of the VWAP because they're going to try to go for a bounce off the VWAP. Told you to be mindful of that. Even if they push back up to the upside, make sure you stay underneath that 686.28. Do I need to bring up that picture again? Because what happened before? Didn't we do the same exact thing before? Well, we bounced off of 84, retested 686, and then finally pulled back. Don't that look like deja vu to y'all? Don't that look like deja vu? When you ran up to 686, just like you ran up to 686, pull back down to 684, down to 684, to push their way right back up to 686, trying to push his way back up to 686, only to get stuffed, create a double top, and then pull right back on down. So don't it kind of look like almost the same exact thing from 2 Fridays ago? Test, pull back, retest, pull back, sell off. Test, pull back, retest, and then now we just have to see if the seller's gonna come in for the second little top area to give us kind of like what we got 2 Fridays ago. So that's the question. Can we get it? Can we get a deja vu moment? Can we get a deja vu moment? But I told you the levels to watch, though. Told you to keep that price point on watch. Oh, man, my back's starting to do it again. My bad, guys, my bad. My back started to do it again. I know I'm going to soon have to get off soon, too, man. I'm trying to hold on with you guys as much as possible. Oh, man. So, like I told you, y'all, expect a VWAP bounce. You're just going to pull from 686 back down to the VWAP. I told you to expect that. So, now as we push on up, let's see, can we keep 686 remaining as resistance? Excuse me. Can buyers break above it? They can still break above it. Oh, no. No, that's why, listen, I was having issues with my, and that's what I was explaining to everybody last time. Let me see if I can try to get it to work. Last time I tried to do it, for some reason, it wasn't recording. I'm gonna try it again. Because I was telling people I was gonna try to fix it, because they brought up a new update for the software, so I gotta see if that's gonna make any difference. Because it was stopping me from multi-streaming. Well, I was having trouble streaming on Twitch, and I was having trouble streaming on Kick. All at the same time. So what I had to do was stop streaming on them two and focus the primary stream on YouTube, and it's been working ever since. So let me see if it works. Because I know it's gonna be pointless now because I'm about to soon be out of here. But yeah, I'm gonna try to get it back up and running. Lipson, I'm gonna try to get back up and running this week, boss. Because I know I gotta update the software on the OBS to see if it's gonna work this time. But it seems like ever since I just been doing YouTube, it's been the OBS, the bit rates, everything been running smoothly. But I will be returning back to Twitch. I got you on that, boss. I promise on that. I will be returning. So I will be trying to test it this week. Alright, getting a little bounce off of them lows on Tesla at 490. Trying to get a little bounce back on up. Trying to go back to its respectful levels. Trying to see can it hold, trying to retest levels. Same thing with SPY. Trying to go back up. Let's see. Let's see. Here we go. Could we see a double top or will we break out? That's the $1 million question. Will we see a double top or will we actually break out of this level and go for this push? Let's see. Let's see what we get, guys. Got 2 candles up so far. 2 candles up. What we got on this candle? No, we just started this one. So watch these tops for Tesla. Where's those tops gonna be? I want to say I think it was 2. Yeah. 4,250. 4,250. Let me put a little price point on that one too. Tesla 4,250. Oops. Tesla 4,250. Right where we at. 4,250. Right where we at. So let's see if they gonna get stalled out, just like SPY getting stalled out. So let's see what these buyers gonna do. Can they break out of respectful levels, or is this another bull trap where they gonna trap more buyers and yank back down again? Let's see. Keep it on watch, guys. Keep it on watch. Cause like I said, if they do break 4,250 on Tesla, remember where that top area is gonna be around 4,366. But right here, this is gonna be like a little mid area where sellers may try to move down to. Is gonna be around 4,250. SPY, we already know where that top is. That's gonna be around at 686.28, which they could start to move down a little bit lower than that, right at 686. Cause you notice it's having trouble to go on all the way back up to it. You notice that, like it's building like a little small lower high, like it's having trouble going all the way back up to its tops. Look like they're already starting to move in, crowd in right here, those sellers, because they're not even allowing buyers to even push up all the way back up to those tops. So just keep that on watch. Keep that in mind. Tesla still getting rejected underneath that 4,250. Upper shadow. Let's keep that on watch. Because let's see if that's not going to be a bad trap, bull trap. Keep that on watch. Keep that on watch. We know SPY still having a little bit of trouble, still fighting around 86. Like I said, Tesla, watch his 4,250. If you're trying to jump in, watch 4,250. Let's see if we can stay underneath it. Let's see if 4,250 can hold up as resistance. What we got left on these candles? Almost 2 minutes. SPY still underneath 86. Tesla still fighting with this 4,250. Keep it on watch. Keep it on watch. Upper shadow. Upper shadow still. Upper shadow still on SPY. Because what I'm doing too is I'm watching VIX bottoms. Because that bad boy's still holding. So I'm still watching. I told you, them bottoms was going to be equivalent to SPY tops. So I told you, watch that very, very carefully. I told you to watch that very carefully. And I know it's a Friday. Just take your time. Friday, take your time. Take your time. No rushing. No rushing. No rushing. Can't rush success, guys. Just take your time. You got this, man. Y'all got this. It's a Friday. Just be careful. Just understand your levels and just respect them. We know the tops right here. That's from 2 Fridays ago. I just showed y'all the picture where you got stuffed at and then reversed on down. Because on that Friday, on that Friday 13th, how did we fade? How did we fall? 686, 684, 682s, back down to the 680s. So right now we're battling with 686. So we know what's going to be the next target area for shorts. 684. We get that level, we know what's going to be next on that. 682s. Where you're starting to turn slowly back around toward the downside. And look right here. See right here? Same psychological levels. Play himself out over and over and over. It never fails. Never fails. Tesla, like I told you guys, watch 4,250. 4,250, keep that on watch. And look like they starting to move in on this bad boy too. Wait, what the Wait, why did it... hold up. Why I rejected my stuff? What the French Montana? I was about to curse, but but I told you guys, look, 86. What sellers are trying to go to? 84. Still in this little range. Still in this little range, but it's looking a little weak. Still looking a little higher lowish to me. Looking a little higher lowish. Falling back underneath all your indicators. What time it is? Got 5 minutes till we close out. We're going to be gapping underneath what? 85 again. Bam. There we go. Gapping underneath 85. That ain't good. It's looking a little weak right now. Looking a little weak sauce. Little weak sauce. Look like it's slowly wanting to turn. Keep it on watch, guys. Keep it on watch. Now, the only difference with Tesla look like it want to build a little bull flag. But I'm still watching that 40250. Because, yeah, Tesla look like it want to build somewhat of a little bull flag setup. But let's see if that 40250 going to still hold up as resistance. As they still try to push up the retest. Let's see. Let's see. Could this be another trap coming? Talking about for the buyers. Could this be another trap coming? Same thing with Tesla. So I'm watching this 40250 and 85 by 85.50. Possible 85. What are these highs at? Right here. Yeah, 85.50. Right on cue. 85.50. Right on SPY. 85.50. Watch that 85.50, guys. Watch 85.50. 85.50. Now all I did was just take these highs right here. Just take these highs. Just to see if they're gonna go back to resistance. So 85.50. Yeah, right here. Just want to see if it's gonna go back right back to resistance. See how we ran up 85.50 pullback? I just want to see if it's gonna turn back into resistance real quick. Because again, the goal is to move down. If you're shorting, you want it to lose value. So 85.50 down to 85, 84.50 down to 84, 83.50 down to 83, and simply find our way back down to the 82s. But I just want to see if it's gonna hold as resistance real quick. Because one thing I keep in mind is all old areas to see if they're gonna replay themselves all over again. So around 85.50, we gotta look on this calendar. Oh, we just started this one. Ah, yeah, guys, I gotta soon leave, man. My back. I'm so sorry. God dang it, man. It's starting to just, man. I gotta go take some more medicine. Because I'm trying to sit up in this chair, guys, and I'm in pain. And I'm so sorry, man. I'm trying. I was trying to hold on for dear life. It's like, it's just, oh my God. Yeah, I gotta go take a hot, warm bath. And yeah, I need that heating pad on my back. Holy crap. Yeah, I gotta take some medicine, guys. I gotta soon head out. Oh my God. Yeah, I'm sorry about that, guys. I apologize. Trying to pop that bad boy. So yeah, well, guys, let's see. All I'm doing is watching the same old area that we ran up to before. I'm trying to see if we're gonna turn back into resistance again. That's all I'm just doing. I'm just trying to figure it out. I'm just trying to figure out, I'm just trying to understand the range. I know what the tops is and I know what the bottoms is. I'm just trying to see, if sellers are trying to slowly move them down. Basically, that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to see. Because like I said, what you want to see is 86, 85.50, 85.50, down to 85, 84.50, 84, and so forth, where you're losing kind of like 50-cent increments. Got about, what, a minute and a half? So all I'm doing is watching to see. Because here they go trying to push back up. All I'm just trying to do is just how to avoid getting stuck. But I told you it was going to be a lot of back and forth in this range. Oops, my bad. Sorry about that. God dang it. Sorry about that, guys. Accidentally pressed the button. My fault. Sorry. Yeah, so right now you're still in this little range. Let me go ahead and make that line solid so y'all can focus on that particular range. Okay. I thought I just changed it. What the hell? Oh, there we go. So focus on this range. Right here. Focus on this range. Right where we at. What this thing There we go. So yeah, focus on this little range here. Focus on this range. I do see upper shadow. I do see 85, 50 still. See, Tesla still trying to fight that full 250. Got about what, 20, almost 15 seconds. See, buys. See, I see what buys. See, buys are trying to gap up on top of this 85.50. That's what they're trying to do. Watch. Right about now. See, they're trying to gap on top of it. Same thing with Tesla. You notice they gapped up on top of full 250. They're trying to hold. They're trying to hold their respectful levels because they're trying to see what the buys are trying to do. They're trying to stay as close towards that 86.28 as possible. They're trying to like tighten it up. They're like trying to tighten it up as much as they can. So instead of having these hard drops, they're trying to tighten it. They're trying to tighten it so they don't have to have too much of a push to blast past that 86.20. Because notice your indicator still holding up right. That 9 MA is still coasting. Even though we fell through it, we came down to the 50. 50 held. Found our way right back on top of the 20 MA, 9 MA. And the steady coasting them up still. So yeah, they're trying to tighten it. They're trying to tighten it up. I see exactly what they're trying to do. They're trying to tighten it. So I'm trying to figure out this little setup that we got right in front of us. I mean, you can see it from an uptrend standpoint. If you take these bottoms and do this, I mean, you can see an uptrend. I mean, you clearly see like this little ascending triangle pattern they're trying to create right now. You can clearly see it. Yeah, see what Tesla, those bottoms held. That 490, see those buys used it as a double bottom. They used it as a double bottom. That's why I marked it off as we were pulling back down because I knew that's what we need to crack was that $490 $400.90 mark. SPY still watching the 686.28. Let's see if they're gonna actually break out, or will this just be another possible double top? What time it is right now? It's 12 o'clock because we look like we're doing this again. We are gonna be in this little area, trying to push our way back up because buys are trying to break. They're trying to break through it. That's why they're trying to make that space tighter, tighter and tighter and tighter because this is what's in their way. So they try to tighten it up, trying to tighten it up. Now the question is, can they successfully break out this time, or will this be considered a double top? We already tested once, right? Pull back on down, kind of like what we did before, Friday the 13th. Then we went right back up, tested it again, couldn't break it, and then next thing you know, we started to get that fade back on down. So let's see how they're gonna do for today. Today, Friday, the last trading day of the month. Are they gonna try to, squeeze what they can out of it, or will this be a rinse and repeat that we've seen before? Wait, where's on my oh, it's my watch list. I was about to say, what my ETFs list? Let me see. Excuse me, ETFs list. Oh, there we go. All right, go back to my other watch list real quick. Let's see. Let's see. Can they break out? Can they finally break out of it? Or will this just be another dead end? Here we go testing it again. Let's see, guys. Let's see. Let's see. Can they finally go for the breakout? Do we have enough buying strength to go, you know, to see our way back up towards the 688s to 690s? Or will this be, again, a rinse and repeat from 2 Fridays ago? I know it's going to take some time because it's only 12 o'clock, so, you know, we'll have to see. We'll see. Just keep everything on watch, though. But, yeah, guys, I got to soon, yeah, my back is killing me, man. I gotta go, I gotta take some medicine. So I'm going to try to get myself back in tip-top shape for next week for sure. So, let me see how I can break things down for my traders on both standpoints. All right, SPY, for my longs. We do need to break above that 686.28 for that possible pushback up towards the 688, 690s, you know, where we can get that continuation uptrend. Shorts, no, you're right too. No, I do need stretch. I do need stretch too. Now you're right, because that's something I haven't been doing. And you're 110% right. You hit the nail on the head with that one. I do need to stretch. I definitely need to stretch. And now for my shorts, again, let's see, can we create a double top? Keep those buys from breaking out. Create a bull trap. And start to reverse back down and go for even a harder pullback. Because you already know this is your first little pullback here. But you already know 9 times out of 10, after we get that little first small pullback, we go for an even harder pullback. So that's the question. Once you already got this little VY bounce, now we want to come in even more aggressive and come for an even stronger pullback for the second go round. So keep that on watch, guys. And if you can get it, we want to take out 84s and start to move our way back down towards 82s, down to the 80s, where we could create an inverted cup. Same thing with Tesla. Fall back underneath that full 250. But that pull right back down, where we go for even a harder pullback underneath $400.90 for that next leg on down. So keep that in mind. Keep that on watch. Keep it on watch, because we want to go for an even harder pullback. We want to definitely, what time it is right now? We got about 4 minutes. We definitely want to close underneath 450. 450, I'm sorry, 450, Jesus. 685.50 would help out a lot, because that's putting you back underneath where we're getting this engulfing red candle, because we're already engulfing this green candle here. We engulfed this green candle here. That means sellers are definitely stepping in, definitely taking control, definitely trying to go for that pullback. Because like I said, we already got the minor bounce here. Now, after we test them again, we want to go even harder. We want to go for an even harder pullback, even a harder trap, where we're scaring the crap out of these buyers, where we're trapping them again on a Friday at the same exact price point. So, you're already getting this engulfing green candle already, starting the initial movement. Stay underneath 85.50. That's good. 85.50, because that means that now that red candle is kicking off, that's gonna possibly entice others, other sellers to come in and go for even a harder pull. Same thing with Tesla. You fall underneath that $400.90 mark, that's gonna entice more sellers to come in and go for an even harder pull, even underneath 400. Because remember the levels that we said on Tesla, we had room to fall down towards the 96 to 94 levels. Well, once we bypass 94, we got room to fall right back into the 390s. So, SPY, look what's happening. We got about almost 3 minutes. Watch that 85.50. What you want to do is stay underneath 85.50 down to 85. And look at that engulfing green candle. Look at that engulfing red candle. Still looking nice. So, just keep pulling. Keep pulling. Because, again, you want to take everything away from those buyers. You want to scare the out of them. Create a huge, put it like this. If this candle can engulf these two green candles, that means sellers are coming in. You might as well put a wrap on that. Because that means that we could be possibly cracking this trend line, going from the bullish side to now the bearish side. Because remember, the trend is your friend. You crack that trend line, close successfully that trend line, you'll be going from what? The bullish side of things to now the bearish side of things. So that means that more pullback is coming. That's all I'm saying. More pullback is coming from Tesla, SPY, and so forth. Especially if you close underneath 85.50 to 85, that's good. That means more possible pullback can be coming for all these bad boys. Again, do a raw pull. Straight raw pull. VIX is still holding his bottoms. 1974, trying to reverse his way back on up. So again, VIX's bottoms, as I told you, is equivalent to SPY's tops. And look, start to sell more. I told you I wouldn't lie to y'all. Gotta keep it. I told you, keep it on watch. Understand your prices. Understand your levels. Why didn't it not grab my orders is beyond me, though. I've been sitting here for them to grab my orders, even at the tops, and they never grab my crap. This is crazy. As I was talking, I had my orders set in, and they just never grabbed them. Let me try it again. Let me see if they gonna block it. You see what I mean? What the? Man, he's starting to piss me off. All right, here we go, guys. Here we go. Engulfing. What we got left? Candle about to close out. You underneath 85. That's good. 85, baby. Cracking the trend line. Bye-bye, buyers. Bye-bye, buyers. Stay underneath 85. Next candle, red candle coming in. Ooh, let's go. There you go. Bye-bye, buyers. Say farewell. Say farewell. And look, I told y'all, double tops, 686.28. I told y'all, be mindful of that dead top. I prepared y'all for this. I told y'all what to look out for. I told y'all, double top, 686.28. Double top, 686.28. But why in the hell didn't they grab my stuff? It's beyond me, though. And look at VIX. Buyers are stepping back in on VIX. Boom. For that possible push back up to possible 2050. And then we get a full reversal back on that bad boy. That means SPY's about to drop even harder. So gear up. Get gear up. Still not understanding why the stamp thing is not. Oh my God. We already know what's next. What those sellers going for next. They already done conquered 86. You know what they're going for next. 84. We conquer 84, getting us back underneath that VWAP. You already know what's coming after that. You know what's coming. And keep in mind, remember our old range that we were in before? Shit, let me see. Right here. You want to fall right back in this old range that we dealt with before. I didn't know I had duplicated that. And you already know what range this is. So let me move this one out the way. We want to fall right back in that old range that we was in this morning. Trend line crack. Bullish to bearish. Fall right back. We want to set ourselves up for now a lower rotation. We already rotated on the upside of this range. Now we want to create a rotation downward. So there you go. There we go, guys. There we go. Let me check it on the 1 hour. Oh, yeah. 1 hour looking nice, too. So the 1 hour time frame, up a shadow, up a shadow. We want to see that pull back down towards the 683s. So right now it's all looking good. Man, I wonder why is it not taking my... Because I don't want to try to... Let me see what I can do. Still watching, guys. Still watching. I was trying to... Why didn't it grab my stuff, man? This shit's pissing me off. Back already hurting. I'm in excruciating pain. I already want to curse right now. My back is hurting. Seriously hurting. This thing is already frustrating me. And there go VIX. Bam. Tesla, like I said, watch for that $400.90 mark pullback underneath 400. We can fall down to the 390s. Keep that on watch. Man. It's crazy. Let me see. I still ain't grab it. Oh, man, just got hidden buyers, man. That's why. Because every time when I cancel it, they come in. God, that's why. Freaking hidden buyers, man. Oh, you dirty imp. That's why I couldn't get in. They had hidden buyers that went up. I couldn't get in. You rat mother. You dirty MFers. That is why I couldn't get in. I was wondering why I was having trouble. It was hidden buyers. Because I noticed once, right when I was canceling my order, they came in, like a gang of them came out of nowhere. Oh, man. Oh my God, that's why. Let me try it again. Let me see if it's gonna take it. Nope, still got hidden buyers right in my entry. And y'all hear me clicking it. It's hidden buyers that's hidden. And it's like so many I can't even. I guess them sellers are taking those out, but I can't even get in on it. I keep pressing the button over and over because I'm trying to stay at my same exact price point. You dirty MFers. I knew I should have just used I ain't gonna lie. What I was using was I was using TSLL instead of using Tesla contracts, so that kind of messed me up. I was using TSLL instead of using Teslas. I should have just used Tesla contracts. I shot myself in the foot with that one. I should have just used Tesla contracts instead of TSLL. I shot myself in the foot with that one. I'll be honest. I did. I shot it. So I'm gonna have to use Tesla contracts then. I'll use them. Shot myself in the damn foot with that crap. Alright. Yeah. I shot myself in the foot with that. I did. I don't know why the hell I used TSLL when I just could have used Tesla itself. That was stupid. That was dumb. Cause I ran right into a gang of hidden buyers. That's what messed me up. That's literally what messed me up. And there go y'all pullback still on SPY, guys. So let's see what Tesla, can we get that, what was those levels we talked about? So we want to crack below 400. Want to crack 400. Good. Everything is moving steady on my contracts. Cool. Let me see, can I get a crack? I mean, get some more, let me see, can we get this 400 crack down? 400, because I do see the 490s. I mean, 490s, 390s. Sorry, 390s. I'm trying to see, can we get it? There we go. So let's see, can we go into the 390s on Tesla? Come on, 400. Come on, man. I know y'all want to give it to me. Let's see, can we get this crack? Oops, my bad, guys. And as I told you guys, what I told you about SPY, 686, 684, 684s, 682s. And I mean, I propped y'all for the rinse and repeat method. I propped y'all up for the rinse and repeat. So y'all can't say I didn't. Come on, 400. Come on, 400. Let's go. There it is. There we go. You sexy thing, you. There go the 390s. There go the 390s. There we go. Ooh. Oh, you sexy right now. Keep going. I told y'all 390s. Keep going. Oh, keep going. I told y'all 390s, man. Don't play with me. Before I even leave this, I'm banking. Let's go. Wow. Let's go. Let's go. Keep going. How far we got left on Tesla? Still all the way back down? Yep, 96, 94s. Come on. Keep on let's go, baby. Oh, let's freaking go. Keep going. Show me what you're working with, baby. We still got a few more to go. 96 down to 94. And I told y'all on SPY, guys, look for 82. Let's freaking go, baby. Right before I leave, we all banking right now before I head on out. I told y'all, look out for SPY. I told y'all, watch VIX's bottoms. That's going to be equivalent to SPY tops. Let's go, man. I was waiting for that 400 crack on VIX. Not VIX, I'm sorry. On Tesla. So I had to use Tesla contracts versus TSL contracts. So from this point, I'm using Tesla contracts. Bump that. Because, yeah, they paid out way better. So, yeah, I waited for the crack underneath that. So what I did was, guys, I went for that second red candle underneath. Well, not second one, but we closed out here. I went in right here and waited for that pullback down into the 390s. Which I still think more pullback is coming. Let's go, boy. I'm just doing some quick scalpers on these, because I'm still anticipating that we're going to crack underneath that even lower. Let's see. Whew, that was a quick scalp on that one. Shit, shout out to y'all on SPY too. Yeah, everybody got it. Everybody got the pullback scalp. Let's go. Now the question is, can we now utilize $400.90 for resistance? So as we push back on up, can we trap buyers now that we're no longer using that for a floor? and create a bull trap back down this way. Lone Wolf, what's up, boss? We got it. Called it. I told y'all. I already gave everybody heads up on SPY. I told y'all. Look for a possible double top. Lone Wolf, wasn't I not correct? Wasn't I not correct that we could see a rinse and repeat from Friday the 13th? And for those who think I'm lying, I'll bring it back up. Call me a liar. I wish you would. I wish you would that I ain't call out this from Friday the 13th. Friday the 13th. Same key area. Pull back. Bounce. Double top. Pull back. Pull back. Bounce. Double top. Same exact thing. I told y'all. This was Friday the 13th, guys. Friday the 13th. Same exact price. Same exact movement. Same exact price. Same exact movement. I told y'all. Watch that 686.28. After we pull back, I said once we get our first bounce, there should be a miniature bounce. And normally when we do a miniature bounce to go back up to retest, we should go for a harder pullback. After we bounced on up, ain't we going for a harder pullback? Man, stop playing with me, man. They ain't ready. They ain't ready, Lone Wolf. They ain't ready, boss. I geared them up. I geared them up and prepared them for these tops. Possible double tops. Same exact psychological errors, and I went back on my chart to Friday the 13th to say, can we get another rinse and repeat? I went all the way back to Friday the 13th and broke everything down. Right here. Double top. Then you got your pull back down. 84. 82s. 80. Boss, Lipton, it was the same exact price point. Boss, over and over. This is, again, look at the date. Friday the 13th. Same exact price point. 28. Down to 84. Double top. Cracked 84. Down to 82. Down to 80. Now let's go right now to today. Same exact price point. Same exact price point. 86. 84s. 86. Now let's see, can we utilize 84s to pull back even deeper? So we already know, sellers, what we want next. As long as we can stay underneath 84, we know what's next. 82s. So now we are ready. Again, the main thing we want to stay now, stay underneath the VWAP. Create a bull trap. We want to go for the next leg down. You already got 3 candles down. Now we want to, this is leg number 1. After we go for this little push up, we want to see, can we create a bull trap? Create a bull trap. Because we want to go for the next leg on down. Next leg on down. Man, we called everything to a T. We called out Tesla to a T. We still got room to still come down to that possible areas of 696 to play off for this measured move. Well, I think it can still go down to 696. So I still think we have room to still fall down to it. So I think once we trap those buyers, then we got room to still pull back down. Now I could go for another scalp. So I'm gonna keep on watch to now to see can support now turn into resistance where we can trap buyers right here for that nice reversal, red to green, back on down to finish out that damn 96. I'm still waiting. SPY, puts, watch your 84s. What you want to do, keep the buys to start off with. Keep the buys underneath 84.50, from 84.50 down to 84s, because you want to start to slowly kick them out of 84s down into the 83s. So, let's see, can we start to create a bull trap right here? I know it's going to be some back and forth. You already know 84 because we dealt with that this morning. 84. That was on the upside. Now we may be dealing with 84 on the downside. See how it worked for the buyers on their advantage up? Let's see, can it work for the sellers on down? So, let's see, can we flip the script on them? Let's see, can we flip the script? Yeah, and we will be seeing could be seeing a little possible pullback, because you did go 3 candles up on VIX. So you already know the 3 candle rule. So we may get a little 3 candle up, pull back, then that continuation push. Same thing with SPY. 3 candle drop, may get a little bit of a bounce. So count your candles. 1, 2, 3, bounce. 1, 2, 3, bounce. So always count your candles. Sometimes you may get 2, sometimes you may get 3, but when I see 3, to me, it's pulling to the area I want. I like those 3 candle pullbacks. And what did we do? Underneath where? 84.35, right back in what? That range. You went for a channel breakout, fell right back in that channel. Now that price point has turned back now into resistance with the focus point on going down in this direction. So look like everything may be pointing down this way, guys. So gear up. So now this area is turned back into resistance. So this may be bull trap, bull trap, bull trap for more pullback to come towards the 83s down to the 82s. So there go y'all setup. So that's what the hell I'm talking about. Before I even get off my stream, caught some quick scalps on that one. Quick scalps on that one. Tesla, I'm still waiting for that pullback. I'm still thinking that I'm waiting for this bull trap. When now they turn the support to resistance underneath this $400.90 mark. I want to see us re-break or crack 400 for that move back down. So I'm going to just watch it. I'm going to keep it on watch. I'm just waiting on these bull traps to set up to see can we get that next move on down. I'm waiting on this red to green move. As they go on up, I want to see if they're going to run right into resistance and then yank them. So we'll see. Because I'm going to attack the next one. Because we still got room on down to 96. 396, sorry. So right now they're trying to go for a little bounce. But let me see if they're going to be going right into a bull trap. Right into a bull trap. Yep, boom, there it is. See, waiting on bull trap. Boom, there it is. Bull trap. Same thing with SPY. Possible bull trap. Because you're that top of that range. Because sellers stay underneath it. Because again, you want to go back in that range. Because they already got an upper rotation out of that range. Your goal is to set a lower rotation under the range. So if you notice, buyers came in. They broke out of the range towards the upside. Now your job is to go for a lower rotation underneath the range. So that is your goal. That's what you want to do. Turn everything now back into resistance. Again, we want those buyers to get back all the gains. So now we want to start to reverse back down this way. Again, try to go for a channel breakout. Couldn't hold. Back in that channel once again. And not only that, you crack your trend line. So you're no longer on the trend line now. Going from the bullish side to now the bearish side, and there you go. Bam, boom, there you go, your candles. Let's go. Let's go. And there go your secondary pullback. There go that second leg. I told you. Second leg pullback, baby. I just call it like I see it. And where we at? 83s. So what we want to see now from this point? 83.50. From 83.50 down to 83. 82.50. Down to 82s. We want to find our way all the way back down to these bottoms. We want to close out the cup. That's the goal. Close out your cup. Close out your cup. That's what you want to do. VIX look like it's still gearing up the push. That means SPY, we should be seeing a little bit of pullback coming. Because look what VIX is doing. VIX has found its bottom. And I told y'all guys around that 200-day moving average and around that 1974 double bottom. Now that bad boy is starting to transition its way back to the top, which should equal SPY to pull back even more. So let's see. Can we get this fade? But yeah, guys, I'm about to soon go, man. Cause like I said, I got a 10 on my back, man. And I had fun doing this little quick scout with you guys. That was fun. And we'll be getting geared up for next week too. Getting geared up for next week. Cause I ain't gonna lie, I want to see more pullbacks, especially with Tesla. Because like I said, if you look at my 1 hour time frame, all your true bottoms are way back here. So that's why I said I don't mind another fade, where we can come down to some good buying areas, where we, going into next week, where we can see a nice reversal. So I don't mind playing the downside until we get to these psychological areas, and then switch myself back over for the upside. So that's what I want, but I'm not chasing. Hell to the no. So other than that, I'll be patient. I mean, if it holds, it holds. But yeah, I will be keeping on watch for that 400 crack. We get back underneath that 400 level. I will be playing it down towards the downsides of 396, 394. SPY, like I said, shorts. You want to close underneath 84 for that possible pullback down to 82, because what you want to do is also close out your cup. So that's another thing. But keep in mind, today is Friday. It can get a little tricky because you know how Fridays get. But right now, so far, it look like it's we didn't hit the transition. We are now reversed from the upside to the downside. So sellers, just keep coming in, keep clobbering these buyers. Stay underneath the 84, stay underneath the VWAPs, and get that continuation fade. So, but y'all got this, man. Y'all got this. So over the weekend, guys, for those, y'all might see me. You might see, some of you guys may see me tomorrow and between tomorrow and Sunday as we break down the setups going into next week, how we can properly prepare ourselves for next week. So other than that, man, guys, thank y'all so much for joining me, man. I definitely had a blast. Definitely going for this quick little scalp off this little three candle drop. That was quick. So I'm going to see if I can go for the next one, because I still think it's still room to fall. And even with SPY, Because SPY, you got to keep in mind, guys, you're underneath the 685 and underneath that trend line. So they could be setting up bull traps again. As they try to push back up, remember, count your candles on up. 1, 2, 3. Let's see, can you keep these buys underneath the 85.50, 85 level where we can trap them and then start the reverse? Because you got to remember, take old resistance levels into consideration. Because all you're doing now is taking these highs where you pull back at, that's around 685.50, and let's see, can we trap them up here? As long as this level holds, go up, trap them, trap them, trap them. We want to see a red to green, right back on down. Same thing, back on down. But other than that, man, guys, I had a blast. We're going to keep it rocking and rolling. I will be jumping on my live. Oh, and Lipson, I'm going to go ahead and try, I'm going to try to get the Twitch and kick running, because I know every time I kept turning on my OBS, they kept asking me to update something. Because now they added, what is called Stream Elements. They added Stream Elements to it. So I got to update all of this crap. So if everything works smoothly, stay on the edge over the weekends. I'm not sure. I mean, if it's up to you, but I'm not gonna swing for the weekend. I'm not gonna swing. I mean, I'd rather get all my, my days, my trading out of today and shut it off and see how we're gonna reset. Now, don't get me wrong. If they pull our way back down like today, now the only time I may think about swinging lips, and I ain't gonna lie to you, on Tesla, if they can pull all the way back down towards, the 96, 94 level, I would consider it, yeah, because it'd be way oversold for that possible, for the rotation back up, because way oversold, even on the 1 hour. I mean, are we still in the blue? I mean, look at this. Look on Tesla right now on my 1 hour. Oh, god dang it. Look right here. Look how oversold we are. So, I mean, and then think about it, guys. I mean, think about it, Lipson. Look at the psychological levels where buyers came in at. 94, 394s, 396. So, I mean, we could get a nice little pullback down, into a demand zone where buyers could be sitting in and try to go for a reversal. So, it's a possibility. But I know that we have, in some ways, we still got a lot more room to still fade before we truly move our way back on up. But I'm going to keep it on watch to see if we can get this continuation sell-off. I'm going to keep it on watch. Because like I said, right now, that 4,366, that's resistance right now. I mean, clearly see that. So all I'm doing is waiting for the second leg on down. We already got the first move from pre-market and intraday. Now I want to see, can we get this second half market sell-off. What time it is right now? 12 o'clock. So from 1 to 4, I just want to see, can we just get this continuation sell-off, towards these bottoms. So I want to see it come back down to psychological levels. So I'll wait it out, but I'll play the short side. See, bam, what I told you. Count your candles. 1, 2, 3, pull back. Told you, count them. Count them. Count them bad boys. I told you, count them. Count it. You did what? 1, 2, 3, right into resistance, right back on down. Underneath what? $400.90. So I do anticipate some more pullback coming. God, my back. I moved a certain way. Holy moly, John Donut Shop. Oh. Eesh. I don't know, what did I just do? Holy crap, that hurt it. I don't know, I turned some type of way. Oh, man. It's like right in the middle. Oh, my God. Yeah. I gotta do something with that. Yeah, guys, I gotta go. I gotta go deal with this my bag. I apologize, man. I apologize, guys. I gotta definitely go stretch and just to work this out. Because, God, I felt that pain. God, I felt a sharp pain right in my back. But yeah, guys, man, I definitely had a blast today. Lipson, I'm going to do some more research over the weekend, boss. Like I said, y'all can join me for the live stream. Definitely on YouTube, but I will try to get Twitch and Kick running over the weekend to see can I, get all three running. But for sure, the primary stream platform is YouTube for sure. But I will try to work on getting everything running. But thank y'all so much for joining me. Shout out to my guys. Shout out to Lipson. Shout out to Lone Wolf. Shout out to everybody who joined me today. Mike, Primo, Nadia, like everybody. Chubb, thank y'all so much for joining me, man. I hope everybody have a blessed and safe weekend. Sterling, I will see you for the talking points tonight with Kevin and AK-47. So guys, I will my Discord, I will post a link. It's what it is a group of traders It's like 9 of us. 9 damn near. I think it was damn near up to almost 12 last Friday. Everybody, they just get their little drink on, talk about the market, we laugh, we clown. And once we get everything up and running, guys, I will post the link on Discord, and I'll post it on Patreon too. And I can post it on YouTube as well in the membership. Well, not membership, but in the little box, the little post box. So I'll post it in there too. Once I get the link and everything ready, so y'all can hear us all talk and laughing and clowning and drinking and y'all know. So, but other than that, man, thank y'all so much for joining me, man. I definitely appreciate y'all again. Once again, let me give love to everybody. Thank y'all for coming through. Y'all know what time it is. Again, W to the team. Oh, I need to get myself back ready because I'm waiting for this to close out. And shout out to my mod. Thank y'all for everything too as well. And we'll keep it getting rocking and rolling. Before I do head on out, before I do head on out, let me hear him try to fix my trade. God dang it, I'm trying to get into the right one. Which one was it? Damn it, I need to probably fix my account real quick. Shoot, cause I don't know if it's gonna pull back. Hold on, guys. I'm trying to get my account adjusted real quick. Hold on, cause I need to fix it. Cause I'm going for that. Like I said, I'm going for that next possible move. So even offline. So I'm at least letting y'all know what I'm doing. I'm waiting for this. I want to see can we get that further fade down towards 396. 396. So I'm just trying to adjust my account, man. My account, god dang it. Let me fix everything. Shoot, because I don't want to miss out on this next move underneath 400. I want to go for this next possible move. All right. All right, come on before this thing starts to kick off. And like I told you guys, SPY, there go your bull trap. So look for the next leg incoming. Next leg incoming on guys. 84s back down to the 83s, from the 83s down to the 82s. Again, you wanna close out that cup. I was trying to get my account set up real quick, man, before this next God dang it. Where we at? We're underneath 400. We're underneath 400. All right, ran up towards, what was that? 4150. So I got everything set. I'm gonna keep everything on watch, but let me go ahead and close it out so I can focus. But nah, guys, man. But thank y'all so much for joining me. If y'all are new to my YouTube, and if I have gained and earned your respect as far as you guys hitting that sub button, please do your boy a favor and hit that subscribe button, man, and we'll get rocking and rolling. If you're already subscribed, you already know what else to do. Hit the thumbs up. I definitely appreciate y'all and thank y'all. And I'm definitely not going to let you guys down. Even through back injuries, I'm still here. I'm still showing up. I'm showing you on how committed I am. I'm here, man. I mean, sometimes I may come in late, but I'm showing up. And yesterday I was in excruciating pain. I had to lay in the bed, and I do apologize. But I'm here. Even with my back pain, I showed up today on Friday, help people out, help people understand the market, the movements, call out price points. Even my back being messed up, I did it. And if you are, like I said, if you're on Twitch or Kick, you can also feel free to subscribe to my channel, guys, and follow at JTraedz to avoid the ads and so forth. But thank y'all so much for everything that y'all do, man. I'm definitely grateful to have you guys in my corner. I definitely appreciate you guys. And for everybody else, I want everybody to have a blessed and safe weekend, and we're going to get it rocking and rolling. So, y'all already know what I'm about to say before I head on out. Maximize your award. Minimize your risk. Always put grateful for green, and you will succeed every single time. Till then, guys, some I will see tomorrow and Sunday, for the updates, as we prop ourselves up for next week. And some I may just see next week on Monday. So, you already know what time it is. Other than that, man, like I said, y'all stay safe. Y'all stay blessed. Thank y'all so much for all the love and support, and we're going to keep it rocking and rolling, man. Love you guys. Peace.
Subscribe for more content.